Hello and a very spooky good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. Really great to have your company. I'm Hayley Green.
I'm Sean Crawley. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. And we're Spooky Shaylee together tonight. And we have got an amazing Polty night. We have got a 24-hour deal that you can't afford to miss out on. What happened to our 24-hour deal last night?
Disappear.
It sold out in the 3 hours. So honestly, when we have these deals, you need to check your baskets out as soon as you can. But what are you getting?
Oh, it's a brilliant steam cleaner from Polty, but it's a steam cleaning system that we've got for you. It's an upright to do your hard floors. You've got a carpet glider included there as well. You've also got a handheld steam cleaner because it converts really.
So this allows you to clean the whole of your home. And whether you have got any of your sealed wooden floors, any of your tiles, it's got the carpet glider as well. But then use it for all the kitchen units. Use it for the work surfaces. Use it on the sink, use it on the hob, the extractor hob, it's amazing on. Then use it also around the kitchen for the grouting. It's so versatile. But what you're doing when you use steam is you're actually killing 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. Every cough, every sneeze, all goes down on the floor, or here, there and everywhere. But we're not alone.
Hello.
Good evening, good morning.
Like any good Googler monster. I came into shot. Good morning, everybody. How's it going? I just want to show you this in action if I can. Dirty floors, we're using the power of steam. 120-degree steam. And of course, we have got that incredible pad underneath there as well to give us not just a clean floor, but also a sanitized floor. So we know that everywhere that we've run over with that is not only clean, but it is sanitized with 120-degree steam. And I'm going to show you how to turn it into handheld. I'm going to talk to you about fresco vapor. I'm going to talk to you about all of these things throughout the show.
You can even add that scent as well into the system, which you can't do with all steam cleaners. So this is a steam mop. It's a handheld. It's an upright. It actually starts steaming in 20 seconds, which is amazing. Yeah. But the deal you've got, this is a reduced price, an extra reduced price. As you can see there, normally $199.99 or $199.
Yep.
We often do special offers at £139.
We do. We've had it on offer at
which is amazing.
But our 24-hour offer is so much better. £119 for the entire bundle.
So it's only that price until midnight tonight, or as long as stocks last. You can split that cost with, of course, PayPal, pay in 3. And remember, heats up in just 20 seconds, kills 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses, just with the power of water. If you do want to go for the scent as well, and we'll explain how that works, do put that into your basket really, really quickly, because sadly, we haven't got a great deal of stock, and we've put the details just on the bottom of the screen.
We certainly have. Your 24-hour deal, 079663 ShopOnTV.co.uk. It is a Polty special, and if you love coffee, we were blown away by this coffee machine. The perfect coffee lover's gift every single time. We've got a great bundle, includes the coffee. It's about making that essential espresso for every coffee that you could hope for, whether it's a latte, whether it's a cappuccino, whether it's your espresso shot. It's the essential coffee every time. And look at the crema.
Look at the crema. The deal's amazing. You get 20, well, actually you get 54 of the pods, and this will actually take pods, but it also takes as well your ground coffee. Now this is back in stock. This has been an absolute favourite, and this is why it tastes amazing. It's super compact. It's going to fit into any kitchen. If you've been thinking about getting a coffee maker, but they're just all too big, this is compact. It's super easy to use. It's really quick, but it could save you a fortune if you're buying coffees every single day. Honestly, the tastiest coffee, but you can use it in so many different ways.
These are the types of coffee that you get included with your machine. These are solo origin coffees, but then the machine itself, my word, this is the most spectacular machine that's so compact, that's going to fit in any kitchen, that will make a cappuccino. It's got a milk frother on there like none I've seen before.
And it's actually got 2 milk settings, so it gives you the more frothy sort of milk for the cappuccinos, but then the more textured milk as well for the lattes and the flat whites. This could be, honestly, I think one of the best items you buy, allowing you to make fabulous coffee time and time and time again. And if you think about what you could save, how much is coffee now? I can't believe. And you are actually getting included in the deal 54 of the actual pods. So please do not miss out on this deal. And they are from 3 different countries as well.
Pods are included, but you can also use your ground coffee in there.
Perhaps you've got a favourite ground coffee already.
And so 849501, Hayley was just talking about the price of coffee. If you've been to a coffee shop recently and you see how expensive your coffees are, well, take
expensive.
a look at this, actually.
I can't believe how much coffee
the price of coffees can cost
It's spooky how expensive coffees are, but not when you've got a machine at home that you can use time and time and time again, that will fit into, honestly, any kitchen. It is size-wise, I mean, it's like the size of a toaster, if that. It's a great looking machine, but the fact you have got the milk frother, which I've never seen a milk frother on a machine this size, means you can make whatever coffee you want, and this gives you an idea of what you can save.
And this is a really generous comparison.
Very generous.
We say about 50 pence a cup with this coffee machine at home, but if you go to a coffee shop, at £3 you'll be lucky. At £4, £5 you can pay for your speciality coffees. If you were saving £2.50 a day or £10 for every 4 coffees, well, look at the deal that you're getting here at £149. You don't even have to pay that £51.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments if you want to use PayPal Pay in 3 and you pay online.
So your machine could very much pay for itself, and honestly, wait till you taste the coffee. We are big coffee lovers, and we've worked with coffee machines for many, many years. We were blown away, and it's all about that single origin. Actually, the Stefano, the brother of
Polti,
of Polti, he's actually been into coffee for 25 years. It was a passion of his. So to bring this in with Polti now is amazing, because honestly there is such knowledge behind this machine and behind the coffees themselves as well, and you know this. We are so back in stock, however
10% of the stock is already in baskets. It's a very small stock.
Yeah,
it's first come, first served. It is back in stock. We've got everything we can get our hands on. 849501.
We will try and get more stock in, but sadly at this time of year we don't know if we'll get it before Christmas. So if you're thinking as a Christmas gift, grab it right now. Do check out our iron as well. We've got an amazing deal, the best price we've seen this iron for. And this iron has got such great technology, because you don't have to twist buttons, you don't have to change temperatures. It's such a clever design.
This is another Polti special that we've got for you at £99. This is the Express. Now, loads of features here. It's called the Express because it heats up really, really quickly. But if you've never used a steam generator before, it's the power of the steam that it pumps out.
Knocks the creases out, which is absolutely fantastic. But what you've got is the most amazing actual iron that has a digital control, that's high performance, that's quick, that's easy, that's great on all fabrics, but just one temperature. So it's really the steam again that's doing that work. It's not a really hot sole plate that's going to ruin your clothes and when you iron melt one of your favourite blouses. It is a cooler sole plate. Obviously it's hot, but it's that power of the steam that does the hard work. And it's phenomenal.
One temperature takes the work out of ironing, doesn't it? You don't have to change it when you go from one garment to another. Look at this as well. The eco function uses 31% less water and 26% less energy. 863521 is your item number.
And it's got an 8-bar pressure, which is phenomenal. And if you have looked at buying a steam generator, under £100 is the most amazing price. And if you've only ever used a regular iron where you're doing all the hard work and you've got shiny trousers, you can see where the pockets are, you can see where the V is on the back of your jumper, that iron destroying your clothes. This iron will protect your clothes. Honestly, your clothes will look like they've been professionally pressed.
And here are all your features. One temperature technology, that eco function we talked about, 8-bar pump pressure that you've got on there. It's ready in less than a minute to go, and it's got an auto switch off, so if you forget to switch it off, it switches off automatically. And don't forget, if you've got a steam generator, all the water is in the base of the iron, so you're not lifting up the weight.
And that can actually, because of this technology and because of the power of the steam, it can halve your ironing time. So if you iron perhaps for a living, you could do the same amount of ironing in half the time. Honestly, phenomenal. Check it all out on the website, shopontv.co.uk. On the website, you will find everything that we've got from Pulte. And we also do have our blankets available. Massively busy. We bought those sort of back into stock yesterday. Brand new sort of throw, a heated throw. We have got 3 different colour options. You've got a blush, you've got a navy, and you've got that lovely light grey as well. $34.99, huge saving on those. But please grab those while the stock is available. There's 10 different heat settings, great Christmas gift, and you've got a 9-hour timer as well, so you can plug it to come on for, you know, and be on just for an hour. Have it over your lap when you're reading the paper, watching the TV. Brilliant. Rather than putting the whole heating on, you're just heating where you're heating you. It's like your own personal radiator.
Great present as well there.
Great.
But we've got to get back to our 24-hour deal with Alan. He's just enjoying a little
finishing his coffee
there. Alan bringing us lots of Pulte products tonight, but this 24-hour deal, it should be £199.99. It's £119. You don't even have to pay that with the PayPal.
Which is amazing.
Can I tell you something very quickly?
What's that?
So I presented this show with Bev a couple of weeks ago, just to prove this is a real strong 24-hour deal. I just looked back at the video to get everything back. Yes. I want to do what Bev does, because Bev is amazing. $139.99 is what
that was a special offer.
And that was only a few weeks ago.
That was only a few weeks ago.
Honestly, incredible deal. But only for, and it's worth every penny of that. So do not be upset if that's what you bought it for. It's worth every penny. Absolutely. This is a 24-hour deal. It should last until midnight tonight. The fact is we might lose it in these 3 hours, because steam cleaning, it's just, I think, the best way to clean your home.
Okay, so let's get this elephant out of the room here. Steam cleaning, people say it's just water. How can that kill germs, bacteria? Because it's steam. The steam that's delivered from this is 120 degrees. It has to be over 110 degrees to kill bacteria, viruses, germs, and so on. This delivers it, because it's from Pulte, at 120 degrees, so way above that 110 degrees, which is just amazing to have. What do most of us use? These things. You know these things?
And I did for years and didn't even think about how unhygienic this is.
Well, you see, the thing is I know you put disinfectant in, then you take it out and you're just mopping across, and all you're doing is moving that dirt from side to side.
You're spreading the dirt, aren't you?
Exactly, and all of those horrible bits, they're just going everywhere. And that floor is still wet, sticky, horrible.
Now you've dirtied the water. Now you're going to try and clean the rest of your floor with dirty water. And so all the germs that are on the floor are now in the water, and you're spreading them I never even thought.
And then you wring it out and you think, oh, that's okay, but the dirt is still in there.
Yeah. And it always feels, when you mopped a floor, wasn't it always, even when it dried, and it took ages to dry, sticky under your feet.
Sticky,
like, what's that? And well, it's because you left all the dirt there. You haven't. It's not barefoot clean.
Absolutely. Steam is proven, because of the water molecules in the steam, they attach onto grease and sticky things and break it down, and then that microfiber cloth lifts that up then away from the floor, so it leaves it not just clean but hygienically clean, bacteria, viruses. It's they're doing studies at 120 degrees with this machine on the names I can't, something staphylococcus and mussels like you know those ones, so all sorts of different things.
Viruses,
bacteria, and germs.
So with steam, you do kill 99.9% of germs, bacteria, viruses, and with Pulte steam, you do, because it does heat to such a temperature. It heats up in 20 seconds, and you can do all your sealed floors, all your tiles, even a carpet glider with this as well. We're massively busy on this. Should be £200. We do it on offer at £139, but we've got it as a 24-hour deal at £119, which you can split that cost as well.
There it is as a handheld. You can switch it across really easily. So in the kitchen, in the bathroom, all the accessories that you see being used here are also included.
Yeah, 19 accessories.
Yeah, and all the cloths that are in there are machine washable as well. But we're going to show you it live in the studio. £119 for this is a brilliant price. 079663 is your item number. ShopOnTV.co.uk is the easiest way for you to shop.
And sanitize sanitising, deodorising there, your curtains, and you've got all those accessories, like we say, to do, whether it's the curtains, whether it's the sofa, whether it's the cushions, whether it's your clothes. Honestly, do stay with us, because I think there's so many ways you can use this and you just don't realise until you see it.
Absolutely, and I'm going to show you the difference in this as well.
Yeah.
By the way, I just need very quickly to say a very hello to a very special lady out there. Miss she's watching this evening. I had a wonderful day with her today, and Twee, her husband as well, who's there, and Ben, and also Steve. Just hi guys, and everyone in the house.
Hello, very spooky good morning, and a spooky hello to Paige as well this morning.
Now, let me show you this machine. So this has been designed from the ground up by Polty. This is a brand new one. It's been designed to look beautiful, but to be sleek and to be stylish.
Great.
And to be awesome, okay? Now, here's what I love about this. If we look here, okay, when you plug it in, you will get, let me turn that just there to camera. You'll get that little flashing light just there, and that tells you it's ready to go. Now, Sean and Hayley mentioned to you a moment ago about 20 seconds to get going. So you can do it on minimum for parquet floors, you can go to medium for linoleum, etc., and you can go maximum then for your hard floors. So you can choose the amount of steam that you want for the floor. Now the great thing is, once you press and you select a high, medium or low, it just keeps on going autonomously, pushing out that steam. And in the back of that, by the way, a ½ litre of steam goes in the back. It's going to last you quite some time, okay?
So that's just water from your tap, and it's even got a filter in there as well, so if you've got hard water and things.
When I go through the machine in a while, I'll actually show you that.
Great.
And you get a spare one of them as well.
Brilliant.
So what we do is we press the set button, okay? Now it's gone to minimum, and you'll see it flashing around like so, okay? Now it's heating up. That's what it's doing now, and you'll know that. And this is what takes the 20 seconds, and 20 seconds is no time at all. In TV time, it's forever.
It is.
It's no time at all, okay? So it will flash, and you'll see those flashing lights until it's ready to go. Now, there we go. So now we go to minimum. Now it's ready, it's heated.
It's going, and it's off.
Got steam.
It's steaming.
Okay.
That's how quick it is. The water from your tap now is steam that will kill 99.9% of germs, bacteria, and viruses.
Now, I'm going to set this on the medium. So now, just to show you, you'll see the steam coming out the back of this. I will show you this in more detail in a second when I take the cloth off. But steam coming out. So now all I do is, with that microfiber cloth, look at the job that I'm doing. Now what I'm doing is I'm immediately cleaning, and of course I am sanitizing.
And that dirt's been trapped into that cloth.
Being trapped into the cloth. So now I'm going to just turn this off, okay, by pressing that button to the off position. I want to show you the dirt on the cloth just there, okay? Filthy. Now I'm going to carry on using this cloth because it doesn't just do a little bit, okay? It'll carry on because microfiber's a magical thing.
Because it's not spreading that dirt. The microfiber, it locks the dirt onto the cloth, so all it will do is keep picking up dirt rather than spreading it around.
Microfiber in itself, that in some microfiber cloths you can have upward of 250,000 different individual fibers. They're thinner than a human hair, like little hooks that grab on.
Great.
You need a microscope to see them. They just look like a normal cloth. Now there's a few things on this machine that are brilliant. Can you get that lovely smell, that aroma? Okay, so here's the thing. I've spoken to people, and this wasn't my idea. This is, of course, because the guys at Polty are amazing. By the way, 1978 they've been around since. Franco Polty invented the steam iron. He came up with all of that, so steam is their thing. Okay, so that's why when we talk about a steam machine from Polty, it's big news.
Yeah.
We swear by Polty. It's
incredible, right?
Incredible brand.
Now, watch this, okay? So what we have here is we have a dispenser, okay? Deo dispenser. Now we have got, and you can buy this today, and Sean has it in his hand, the Fresco Vapor.
Just managed to get hold of it, and this is a natural fragrance.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Now there are no chemicals in there, because the first thing that I say to people, because what they say basically is, well, when I clean with steam, I don't get that smell that associates with being clean. So when you use chemicals, you get that smell, but that smell is a chemical smell. And they're using chemicals to kill the germs and the bacteria and the viruses, and that's fine. We've been doing that for years. But before all of that, steam was known to kill bacteria, germs, viruses. So now we're coming back to that. So what was happening is people thought they weren't getting the true clean because guys came up with Fresco Vapor. Now, just in case you're thinking, well, that's got chemicals. Nope. Absolutely not. 100% natural. All it does is it adds a fragrance and a beautiful
Which is
fragrance.
lovely.
And
We haven't got a great deal of stock. That's
No.
the only thing with
You
this.
get 2 bottles as well included there. Two 200 mils. That's a mouthful. I tell you what. You get those for £12 again. If you want to get those in, there's not a lot of stock of those.
Now,
so
lots of
please
you
add
already
them in.
putting those into your basket. Split the cost over PayPal Pay in 3 if you're buying it alongside the machine. Did I just hear that the machine is really busy? Almost 10% of the entire 24-hour stock is sold out and gone. Got to say a spooky hello to Paige. Hello, Paige. She's having a very happy Halloween.
Right.
Now, just to say to you, the dispenser is there, so all you do for your Fresco Vapor is pop that up and pour it in. You will get 2 fills of this with each bottle, okay, pretty much.
Right.
Now, if you don't want it, because you're using it in a room, you don't want that fragrance, we can turn it off by pressing the
Oh,
back
that's
of this.
clever.
Put it back on, it will use that Fresco.
And this isn't on all Polty steamers.
No.
This is a
only a
really,
couple of models,
really unique. To get that smell is absolutely fantastic. Remember, it's not just an upright. This is a handheld as well, so you can use this all around your home. All the kitchen work surfaces, all the bathroom, the tiles, the bath, the toilet. It's phenomenal.
And then the handle comes off it as well, which you can store down here, just to make it that little bit easier to put underneath the stairs if it is that you want to do that. We will make it handheld in the moment, but now what I want to do is going to leave this for a second. I want to come to this one here.
And that floor, remember, you've killed 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. So if you've got little ones crawling along, touching their face, dropping their dummy, putting it in their mouth, if you knew what was on your floor or in your carpet, you wouldn't let them. But this is killing those germs, bacteria and viruses.
And what it does is, with that high temperature, it literally just explodes them.
Yeah.
It just decimates them and they're gone. Now, one of the great things as well is what they've thought about here is also being able to freshen your carpets, but not just your carpets. Okay, we're talking about carpets now, but we have tools in this that you can do your, things like your bed, you can do your upholstery,
mattresses,
you can do curtains, where your dog or cat sits, your pet beds, all of those things. And of course, when we get to the kitchen demonstration area, when I say kitchen demonstration area, so many more things.
Defrost freezers and
degreasing.
Brilliant.
Exactly. Now, what we get as well here is we get our carpet glider. Now, the brilliant thing about everything, let me just turn this off of the steam first, just to show you. Everything that you're doing with this, because we understand that there's going to be dirt and it's going to be hot, potentially, the cloth there, you will see there's a little toe part just there for you to take that off like that.
Great.
So you don't even have to touch it. When you're putting a clean one on, it's
fabulous.
Yeah.
Those one touches are really
Brilliant.
strong and secure, aren't they?
And the same here with your carpet glider. Now, the reason for the carpet, obviously, if I try to move this cloth on the carpet, it grabs it and it gets stuck.
This lifts it off the surface.
Exactly. And it locks in place. Again, there's a little foot part just there. Now, remember, 20 seconds is all it takes, okay, for it to start to deliver steam. Now, already it's heated up, and I just turned it off, put it back on, and we're getting ready for steam immediately. Now, if we want medium steam on that, or the maximum steam, what we'll get is, and you'll hear that ramping up as well, to give us lots and lots of that.
Look how quick. Heats up in 20 seconds, and now we're sanitising and deodorising the carpets, the rugs.
See this
phenomenal
already?
Yeah.
Now, what we're doing is, when we put that down, we're forcing that steam down there, and what we're doing now is, as we move this across our carpet, albeit that you vacuum your carpet, but what we're not doing with vacuuming is we're not lifting germs, killing germs, or we're not actually lifting the pile of the carpet. So what's happening here is, as that steam goes into the carpet, it's actually making the pile of the carpet get thicker, and it actually plumps it up. Now, even though that carpet is
Oh, look at that.
I promise you, that was a clean cloth.
It didn't look like there was any dirt on that.
No, it's amazing.
This is a carpet we use for the vacuum shows
Yeah.
only. That just goes to show you how much dirt is actually on that. I'm even shorter with cloths now.
Now, remember, you get 2 of those cloths. They go in the washing machine, which is fantastic. And we've got 19 accessories with this machine. But the deal is only for 24 hours up until midnight. If
the stock
lasts that long.
The stock is absolutely flying. If you want to add it into your basket, 079663 is your item number. Get it in a basket and check it out sooner rather than later. We'll be right back while you check your baskets out now.
welcome to STV. I'm ITV1 already with us. Great to have all of your company on this spooky Halloween morning. I'm Hayley.
And I'm Sean.
Together with Shaylee, and we've got an amazing night. We've got a Polty night, and we've got spectacular spooky deals, and we've got a 24-hour deal on a steam cleaner, which is so versatile. But when we say 24 hours...
We're not sure it's going to last 24 hours because the stock's already flying out of the
Our 24-hour deal last night lasted 3 hours, so that gives you an idea. And 10% of our day's stock has already sold out and gone. This is phenomenal, isn't it?
It's a Polty machine. This is why it's so great. Polty bring us a fantastic array of products. They've been going since 1978. They specialise in steam. And when you take a look at the Vaporetto, well, it should be almost £200. It's down to £119 for your 24-hour deal. Get it in your basket straight away. It's not just an upright, it's a handheld. And all these accessories that we're seeing right now are included in the price. You don't have to add anything on.
It allows you to do all your sealed floors. It's got a carpet glider, do your walls, your tiles, the extractor hoods as well, the windows, the mirrors, the wardrobes, everything there, whether it's radiators or shower cubicles, whether it's upholstery that you want to sanitize and deodorize. But remember, Polty steam, we are talking over 120 degrees this steam. This will kill up to 99.9% of germs, bacteria, viruses. Deep down clean, getting your home clean for the visitors at Christmas, getting your home clean for all those dirty footprints that are going to come in with the kids, and because the weather's changed, hasn't it? The dogs, the cats, absolutely.
All your floor surfaces, your tiles, your laminates, your carpets, everything included, remember, for just £119. 079663. Get it in your basket straight away. And we would advise you, the easiest way to shop always, because we're so busy, is the website, ShopOnTV.co.uk. 079663. On the website, you'll see everything we've got on the live show. It is a Polty special. So we've got the Polty iron, the ironing board, but we've also got our fabulous coffee machine.
Now, this is the most compact, easy machine, makes the most incredible coffee. And because it's one of the smallest coffee machines I've seen with a milk frother, so you can make all of your coffees. This is back in stock. We'd sold out of this. It's back in stock, but already stock-wise, I think as a quarter of that entire stock has sold out and gone.
And you get all that coffee included as
well.
There's
54 pods because it takes these easy pods, but it will also take your ground coffee too, which is fantastic.
Well, yeah, you can put your favourite ground coffee in there, and it's obviously got a frother on there, so even though it's so compact, you can make all your favourite milky coffees as well. We've got to get back to our 24-hour deal, our steam cleaner from Polty. This is such a great machine because you'll use it in so many different ways.
So many places. Now, just in case you just missed a second ago, we genuinely had a brand new cloth on this. This is a carpet that we use for the vacuuming shows, and just have a look.
Wow.
From our clean carpet.
From our clean carpets. They're not used for anything else, but you can see the dirt on there. That was what dirt was in that carpet. But now we know our carpet's been sanitized as well. But the great thing is then to move to a floor, our little toe part just there, we push down on it, and we can now release this. Now, when we start this up, a couple of brilliant things about this is you're not left waiting. 20 seconds.
So quick.
When you plug it in, I'll just show you again. You'll see here, you will see the on button just there, okay?
Yeah.
And when the on button is there, you will see that it's ready to go. Now you'll notice that we have 3 settings on this just here. So one for minimum, one for medium, one for maximum. So for your parquet floors, your laminate floors, etc., this is for linoleum and the type, and these are for your harder floors, the maximum steam. Now you could of course be using this anywhere around the house. We're going to get to all of that. But watch this. When I press to minimum, because this already heated up a moment ago, I've already now got steam.
How quick is that? I mean, it's 20 seconds from scratch, which is amazing. You wouldn't have even filled a mop bucket then. And remember, you can clean all of your floors, but then turn it into a handheld as well. And the actual dirty cloth, look at the steam.
The steam coming out.
Wow.
That's what you want.
That's amazing, isn't it?
That's a lot of steam, and that steam is 120 degrees.
And why is that important that it's 120 degrees?
So the reason that's so important, folks, is that to kill germs and bacteria, bacteria, it has to be 110 degrees minimum, okay, to be proven to kill all of those germs back. See the way I'm not doing anything with this? It's just, it's automated, it does it itself.
Right.
Let me turn that up. Can you smell that fresco vapor?
Oh, you can.
Pine, it's gorgeous. Now, 110 degrees will do all of that, but Polti being Polti, 1978, Franco Polti, the Polti family, Francesca and the likes, they basically want to go even one further. So they've made the boiler in this to deliver the steam to the floor at 120 degrees.
So whatever we're using this on, whether it's the floor, whether it's the work surface areas in the kitchen, whether it's your chopping boards, whether it's the toilet, whether it's the bath, it will kill 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses.
Yeah. Now, can I just ask you something?
Wow.
Have you ever read anywhere that something says 100% of bacteria?
No.
No.
Me neither.
No, that's
Never.
the highest I've read on these machines.
Because they can't. Because they reckon there's something somewhere that they can't kill. But listen, 99.9% is huge, okay? It's massive.
And you're seeing it right being used on all your different floors, whether it's parquet tiles, marble, sealed wooden floor, but of course you've got the carpet glider as well. But then use it as the handheld. And the handheld, you can use this on bathroom tiles, extractor hoods, windows and mirrors, and they don't smear. And you're killing, in the oven, 99.9% of germs and bacteria, viruses destroyed. The grouting, radiators, shower cubicles, your upholstery, the toilet, how many germs? And we've got all the tools, there's 19 accessories. How busy are we, am I hearing? Super, super busy, stock-wise, and it should be a 24-hour stock. What has already gone? Because we are only we're coming up to 1:45, and stock-wise,
It's flying out the door.
it is absolutely flying. Now remember what you've got. You've got an amazing bundle that actually you've got everything that is included in your deal there. So you really have got all the attachments to allow you to use it all around the home. But it will only be as long as the stocks last. So you do please need to check your baskets through. When it's a 24-hour offer, sadly, like we did last night, we'll get to a situation where possibly we might only have 10 left. But actually, until you check out, it's still ours, and you could have 210 people trying to buy it. It will only be the first 10 people to check out to get it. Please order it while the stock's
Order it
available.
quick, don't hang around.
So what I've got here is I've got some that drink here that what would you call it? It's
Ribena or
that type of thing, exactly.
fruit
Down
drinks.
here, I've actually, would you believe, got down on this. You can see how dull it looks. I've actually poured strawberry milk and rubbed it in. And down there, I can't even remember what I have. I think that's actually, oh no, I tell you what it is. It's a balsamic glaze.
Oh,
So
that'll be
now
sticky.
set this to maximum because this is a hard floor. So this is where we would set it to maximum, okay? Now the steam is building up, and again now what we're going to do is now we're using, there's a lot of dirt on this from the other floor as well coming in the carpet, but that is fine because we picked that up as well. Breaking that down, and you can see now all of a sudden how we're getting that broken down just through here. Now I know that we're bringing all of that dirt from the carpet that we had there. We would need to change that out, which I'll do in a second. But I want to show you something very quickly. Do you see on the back of this just there, we have a brush, okay? So what we can now do is we can turn that back here and we can start
So any
to
stubborn
break that
dirt.
down.
I only know of a couple of
stubborn.
machines that have got a brush like that. So if you have got stubborn dirt marks, perhaps from the dog coming in with this horrible weather we're having, perhaps it's the kids, you know, the dogs definitely don't wipe their feet, but the kids often don't wipe their feet or take the wellies off. You know that you can clean deep down clean time and time and time again. And that's what this machine is all about. All of your sealed wooden floors, all your hard floors, you've got the carpet glider as well, but we will show you how it turns into a handheld. I am just going to double check stock-wise, where are we with this? Because it's meant to be a 24-hour offer. 20% of the entire stock has sold out.
hours.
I knew I'd heard something. I was like, really? But then I couldn't get anyone. Where is it? Why is it? What was that stock? 20% of the 24-hour stock has sold out. We haven't been on air an hour yet.
And we haven't even shown you the handheld demonstrations. Remember, the same machine switches to a handheld, so that's what makes it so
we always do a
versatile.
great deal on this. It should be virtually £200.
Yep.
We often do it for £139, and if you bought it at that price, it's worth every single penny. It is just a true special being £119. Honestly, you got a phenomenal deal today, but only as long as the stock is there.
And genuine, I did this show with Bev, and we had a really great price on that. But just show, it was £139.99, which is a brilliant price.
We've got a spooky deal. Spooky deal.
Our deal is amazing. So let's just have a look here as well, because what we can do is we can take the main head off. Now remember, the fresco vapor goes in there. Look at the amount of filth that we've picked up off of the floors just on that. Now remember, germs, bacteria, and all of those all being killed with the steam at 120 degrees.
But those cloths go straight in the washing machine.
Which is so good, isn't it?
Please don't use, as we know, fabric conditioner with it, because it actually clogs up the microfibers.
Yeah,
exactly.
Don't panic if you ever do, because sometimes you might forget.
Yeah.
Just rewash it without fabric conditioner.
Yes.
And that's all you need to do.
And you're good to go.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to just show you this, because what we can also do with this is we can have it that we can get up high as a reach. My watch is caught up in it there now. So we can have this as a...
Oh, so tiles and things.
So, yeah, exactly.
If you like.
Yeah.
Or around the back of the toilet.
Exactly.
Because it's narrow, you could get round the back of the toilet, couldn't you? Yeah, round round the bath and things where there's only tiny areas. Look at that steam.
Look at that amount of steam. Now remember, 120 degrees. So now what we can do, I'm just going to move to the fridge here if I can. I'm going to use the fridge just to show you that we could be doing this on our cupboards up high.
Yes.
We could be doing this in the bathroom, on the tiles up high.
The extractor hood, Alan.
Yeah.
The extractor hood.
In the kitchen, that all your tiles can get really greasy, can't it? And all your units, where you could really clean with that.
Now, that's one thing that we can do, but of course we've been talking about making this handheld as well. So even though that's kind of handheld in a way, because we've taken it from the floor.
And you could reach up and do the tiles in the bathroom, into the corners of the room.
Yeah,
I'm so busy on this, 24-hour offer. It's phenomenal value for money.
Yeah.
Super lightweight, and it's compact, and it's easy to use.
Yeah. Well, the whole machine itself, when it's complete, is about 2.8 kilos, which is little or nothing, okay? So again, now when we have it in handheld, what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the machine here. We set it to the steam that we want, again, and then we press the trigger on this, and then the steam will start to be delivered, and then we can start using this on all of the other surfaces. So what I want to show you is some of these accessories that come with this as well, because these accessories are absolutely fab as well. So what we have got here is, first of all, a window squeegee. Okay, just get this changed around.
And for mirrors and windows, smear-free, crystal clear. And I've got mirrored wardrobes in my dressing room, hairspray, all sorts. Nothing would get it off properly. They always looked like it got a glaze to it. Yeah. Steam cleans it completely.
And no chemicals, not constantly buying all those cleaning products.
Nothing at all. Now, when you get those chemicals, it will say on the thing, and I never really knew this until a couple of years ago, that you must spray that on and leave it for 5 minutes for it to become effective, and then wipe it away. But whoever does that, and we split it in bits and we just do that, and we feel better about it. But with steam, we know we're killing it instantly. So let's go through some of these here. So what we have here is we have a window squeegee. So we can use this on the end of the handheld to get the steam out, use this little sponge to clean, and then this little rubber squeegee to get rid of the water.
Fabulous.
And that's all just there for you, so that's great. Now this little tool here is terrific, because this one here is designed for the plug hole, okay, of your...
Oh, it's just the right shape, isn't it? Yeah.
Pop this in, press the steam, let the steam fire through, and it will get down into the plug hole, sanitizing it. And what you'll find is when it gets down to the water level, it will come back up and come out the little, you know, the little overflow kind of thing. It comes out there and sanitizes all of that, okay?
And deodorizes as well. Do go for you can put a fragrance into this, remember, with when you're using it as a floor mop. So do put that in. Just hearing that's really busy and a vast amount that's gone. So if you do want that, about a quarter of the stock has sold out and gone. So if you do want that, pop that in your basket.
£12 for two 200ml bottles.
And it really does. I can smell the floors that we've done. It smells absolutely amazing.
Now this one here is for grout in your tiles. Again, really stiff nylon brushes on this, okay, just here. But also then up the top here, if you're doing your tiles in the corner of the bath, you can't get into it because it's a bit awkward. You have these sticking out the front so you can get into those corners and awkward areas. And again, the steam coming out through here. So again, you're getting that steam clean and sanitization as well. That's another one that comes with it. Now, just want to show you, this here is your water filter, which takes out the lime scale from the water, helps get rid of all of the deposits. You get a spare one of those. Very easy. I'll show you on the machine where that goes in a little while, okay? But that's terrific. But also what we have, and I love this as well, because we have this little wand, we'll call it, and both sides of this have little holes. And what happens with this is you can now get down, let's say, into little nooks and crannies. You can get down behind the radiators.
Yes.
All of those places.
On your stainless steel radiators, absolutely brilliant. Yeah,
this
brilliant.
is what I was going to say to you, because look at those
with that
this
on.
and you bring this between, and you can now clean them in between those stainless steel towel radiators, and they get filthy. They really do. So that's a brilliant little socket. We also give you this here, which is an extension, so you can pop this onto your handheld machine and then put all of your accessories on the end of this, so you can now get around places around your
in
taps,
a way,
showers,
it makes it a bit hand-free, because you can have the actual, the unit on the side, and then you've got this long arm that allows you to get here, there, and everywhere, which is really, really good.
Now, we showed you the carpet glider. We know that. We just seen that in action.
And not all machines come with a carpet glider.
That's true. We have this little round bristled brush here, again, very stiff nylon.
I use that so much.
Well, great around the cooker and stuff like that, and the knobs of the cooker and things like that. Terrific, because you can get a really good scrub with that.
We've probably had our Polty. How many years did we work it out? Must be about 20 years.
Yeah, something like that.
And we've still got all the same accessories. The quality of them is incredible.
Well, listen, again, I'll go back to it. 1978. They've been around since. They really know what they're doing, and they pride themselves. So many names and brand names get really big and stuff like that. And actually, a lot of them, there's a lot of them out there that would go out of business, and someone would buy the name and you know, claim the history of it.
Right.
But Polty have been family owned, still owned by the same family to this day.
Still with
Franco Polty down to Francesca Polty, and I've spoken to them on Zoom calls as well. Wonderful people, and I mean passionate. And by the way, here's the thing: if something goes wrong with your Polty, they will come to your door and collect it, take it away, within 5 working days, leave or have it repaired or replaced for you.
Brilliant.
How
really
incredible is
about
that?
Customer service,
Unreal.
about quality.
And how long is that warranty?
2 years.
That is so good, isn't it? Award-winning as well. It really is an amazing company that really is passionate about bringing you quality products that do the job. And that's what it's all about. It's all about bringing you high quality. It's all about the design, the ease of use.
The innovation of the design, ease of use, functionality we talked about. Now remember, it's a 24-hour offer. It's while stocks last. Quarter of the stock already gone through. You're seeing it here as an upright, effective on all floors. Kills and eliminates 99.9% of germs and bacteria. You can see how it lifts the dirt from the floor and it locks the dirt in. Then as a handheld, you can see all the accessories.
I love it as the handheld for grouting, and then that could be work surfaces, it could be quick kitchen units, do all of your hobs and do your chopping boards. You know, when you've done chicken on a chopping board, how do you clean it properly, especially if it's a wooden chopping board? You can steam clean it. And remember, that steam is over 120 degrees, so it's killing 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. But then with the carpet glider, it's sanitising, deodorising, and all these areas, especially the floor areas, your little ones are crawling, dropping their dummy, picking it up, putting it into their mouth. But what you're actually, not realising is the germs and bacteria that are in, and on your floors, in the carpet. And you've got that peace of mind that you truly do with Polty Steam. You do kill 99.9% of the germs, bacteria and viruses. You really are getting that deep down clean.
You've got to be quick though if you want to get the deal.
Yes.
Now back to the handheld.
Did I hear a quarter of that stock sold out and gone now? Our 24-hour stock, a quarter sold out and gone.
Polty. The last few of these little accessories you get this little nozzle here, which is the angled nozzle, and it also then pushes that steam. It accelerates the steam, basically. Steam concentrator,
doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And this is great for around the toilet, etc. But it's also great for ovens. I'll show you that in a second. You get the extender, so if you do need to get further back into something that's there. We also give you the little triangular brush which comes with it, and then of course your little wall mount or your holder, okay? But what I want to show you now is this, okay? So a little couple of things these are just ideas for you. Of course we're restricted because of the studio that we're in. So if you wanted to clean, look in here. Can you see actually, hopefully the guys can see the filth in just in there,
The nooks and crannies.
The nooks and crannies.
It's quite grotty.
So I want to show you something as well, okay? I'm just going to wait for this. It takes a little second or two. There we go.
Hey.
The steam I have. I want you to see that steam.
Look at that.
Okay. Now what I have got is I also have a boost. So I'm pressing the button and I'm getting more steam. But now I can get in there and break away that dirt, get rid of all of the horrible, nasty bits.
And steam gets to places where you can't with a cloth.
Exactly.
Because honestly, it really gets to all the really awkward areas.
Yes, exactly. Now we can wipe this over.
Fabulous.
And we know now that we've got this nice and clean, but we also know that we've sanitized as well. And that's really awesome. So, you know, things like inside of your air fryers, you know, things like this. Look at the horrible grease on this. So again, what we could do in this instance is we could pop on the extender if we wanted to onto this just here, because it depends how close or far you want to be from it. Put on your, that tool doesn't go on there, but that goes on here, and we want to use that brush. So now what we can do is turn on the steam. You might decide your minimum, your medium, or your maximum steam. Let it just come out. It takes a little second for it to generate and come out, and then you can start scrubbing all of this. And what it will do is it will start to melt all of that grease and that grime, and it will break that down and allow you to scrub that clean.
And remember,
accessories are included.
yeah, all of these. There's 19 accessories in total, and when you see it in action, it is phenomenal. Whether it's a handheld, whether it's an upright, whether you're using it as your steam mop. Remember, as a steam mop, do go for the fragrance, because the fragrance really adds to that smell of clean. And remember, this will work on all sealed wooden floors, it will work on your laminates, it will work on the marble. Then you've got your carpet glider, so on your carpets and your rugs as well.
Surfaces, and then we see it here when you transfer it across in a matter of seconds to use as a hand.
Grouting, it's so good.
Brilliant on the floor, on the walls.
In the shower.
The tool and the concentrators. These are all included, and all your cloths are there as well. Remember, 24-hour offer. 079663 is the item number. That window squeegee, brilliant.
Windows, mirrors, smear free, cleaning them as well, deep down clean. Remember, with steam and Pulte steam over 120 degrees, you are clean 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. Sanitising and deodorising the curtains, the sofa, the cushions, your clothes.
Refreshing your clothes, because when we talk about, well, dry cleaners leave that horrible chemically smell. Steam doesn't leave a smell, and it deodorises it.
And sometimes your clothes don't need to go to the dry cleaners. They've just got a whiff of perhaps the restaurant you were in, you know, or perhaps a bit of a smoke smell to them. When you steam, it sanitises and deodorises, so great in that respect as well. But this is your whole bundle, all your 19 accessories, 2 of the floor cloths, 2 of the smaller cloths, they go into the washing machine, 2 filters, 1 in the machine, and you've got a spare. So everything we're showing you is included. Should be £199. If you go to Pulte, £199 is their regular price. We do have it on offer at times at £139. We did it not that long ago. If you got that price, it's amazing. This is just for 24 hours. It's a 24-hour deal that you've now got it reduced even further than we normally go, to £119. And that's why we are so busy. It's meant to be for 24 hours. It's meant to last till midnight.
We don't think that's going to happen. It might not even last the show the way we're going. We would say add in those fabulous fresco vapours. Now, in here,
it's amazing.
You do get 2 of the 200ml bottles. This gives you a really natural fragrance. Once again, there's no chemicals in there. It's the most gorgeous smell. Even though it says pine, it's more of a eucalyptus fragrance, but very natural. 079663 is your mop, and then your fresco vapor at the bottom there, 862764. 50% of the stock on the fragrance is
now
gone.
50% of the stock of the fragrance,
Oh,
a third of the stock of our 24-hour stock has gone in just, well, not even an hour, a third of the entire stock. If you want this, and we've got lots of you with this in baskets, please, and this happened last night. Sadly, I think we had over 100 people trying to order last night that didn't get, because sadly we'd already sold out. So what happens is the stock is ours until you check your basket through. So say by, I don't know, 2 o'clock, we might only have 50 left. Those 50 can be bought or put into people's baskets by 150 people, 250 people, 350 people, 550 people, because it's still ours until you check out. It'll only be the first 50 people that actually get it, and then say 150 people were ordering, 100 missed out. So please, if you've got it in a basket and you want it, please check your basket through. Remember, don't wait till tomorrow, because sadly our 24-hour deal last night, well, not tomorrow, today, we're there, aren't we? A lot of you missed out. And if you'd have come back later in the day to order it, it wasn't there to order. So please order it while the stock is available, because though it's 24 hours, I don't think it's going to last.
And we are really busy, so easiest way is the website, and take advantage of PayPal Pay in 3. Already reduced down to £119, goes down to £41.98 on your first of 3 interest-free PayPal payments if you pay online. 079663 is your item number. Not only do we have Pulte steam cleaners, we have Pulte steam generator iron for you. The express iron that we have. Look at the power of this steam. Now, we've never done it at this price.
No.
It's down to £99. We questioned it because I think last time we did it, it was £129.
Yep, that's on my notes. Honestly, £129 was the price that we did it last personally. It's lightweight, it's easy to handle. This is very much, the details you can see there are there for your iron. That's what your iron is all about. If you want to use the eco button, it's got all these functions. You can save on water, you can save on energy. But what you are saving, I think, is your clothes. Because with a regular iron, you can make your clothes shiny, you can melt your clothes, you can ruin and spoil your clothes. When you're working with Pulte steam, it's not a really hot sole plate, it's the power of the steam that knocks the creases out.
And this is the express, so it heats up really quickly, and it's a 1 temperature iron, so you don't have to change the temperature when you go from fabric to fabric. It's the power of the steam that does all the work for you. That eco function that we talked about is brilliant, and you're not carrying the weight of a normal iron because all the water is in the base, remember. $34.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments if you want to use PayPal, once again, if you're paying online. That's the Pulte Vaporello Express.
And it's an 8-bar pressure. Do take a look around. We've worked with steam generators for many years, and you can buy steam generators that are hundreds of pounds. But what you've got here for under £100 is a steam generator that could halve your ironing time and just make your results so much better, more professional. It's been really busy, that, and we've only touched on it, but it's the price. Amazing deal. And of course, use that PayPal, like Sean said. 863-521 is your item number. But something else that is particularly busy, and I think this is going to sell out as well.
This could be our first sellout because a third of the stock's gone. We only mentioned it for a minute at the top of the show. This is the Pulte Coffea coffee machine. It says espresso machine, but you can also make all your milk coffees in here as well, can't you?
Yeah, well, as you know, I own a coffee shop. Well, my wife and myself do, and that's where Ellie works, and we sell a huge amount of coffees.
Yeah.
And every single coffee, whether it's cortado, whether it's a flat white, whether it's a latte, whether it's an iced latte, whether it's a cappuccino, doesn't matter what it is.
Where does it start?
They all start with an espresso shot, and this here is great, but you do have the milk foamer on this as well. So what I'm going to talk you through here with this machine quickly is that, first and foremost, you pop your hand on the top of that there, Hayley. You can feel.
Oh, so you can warm your cups there.
So you keep your cups there.
Isn't it compact?
Yeah.
If you've been thinking about getting a coffee machine, but they're just all too big, so like the size of a toaster, really.
Yeah.
Any kitchen can have this. And I'm so surprised, being so compact, that we've actually got the milk frother as well, which has got 2 different settings to make all those coffees.
And hot water from that as well.
Fabulous.
So you could make a cup of tea as well.
Fabulous.
So what we have is, I'll just give you the names of things. So in here where the water comes through and the pressure is built up is called the group head, okay? This is called the group handle, and inside here is the portafilter. Now we give you 3 of these filters. These are interchangeable, you take them out. This one with the little star on it is the one that you use for the coffee pods that we give you, and 54 of them.
54 coffee pods, 3
different types.
Wow,
Right.
fabulous.
Robusta, and there is the Arabica being one as well. So you can then choose which of them is your favorite, and then you can buy the bigger boxes, okay?
And then you can also, like you were saying, use your favourite ground coffee as well.
Exactly. Now, we give you 2 more of the filters, the portafilters just here. Single shot one and a double shot one, okay? You can't go wrong. It says 1 cup underneath there, and underneath there it says 2 cups. So you can use your favorite ground coffee if you like to grind your own beans, that's fine.
Yeah.
Now let's be straight about it, okay? Some people have their favorites. Some people say, nah, Costa for me. Some people say Nero for me. Some people would say Starbucks.
Yeah.
Some people will also, all these different places, they will have their favorite, you know, even Gales, but they all sell their own coffee. So if you say, well, I can't go because I have to go there because I want that flavor.
You can get your own
Well, instead of going and spending 4 quid on it, get the bag of theirs and use this just here. Now, we're not saying, of course, I think when you taste the Solo coffee, you're going to fall in love with
you
it.
are.
I genuinely think it's brilliant, but you make up your mind. But then once you've used those 54 cups, you could say, that's fine, I'm just going to get my favorite one. I'm used to it, it's what I like. And then you can froth your own milk. And it's this easy, okay? So we choose, on the side, you will see with these Solos, and by the way, the Solo refers to, not because it's a one-shot container in here, but what it means is that the beans are from one single region, as in one village, one region.
So it's like 100% pure.
Exactly. This one is 4 out of 5 in the intensity. This one is 3, and this one is 4.5. Okay, Vietnam, Uganda, Tanzania. Will I make a? Would you? One of you guys like a little?
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
Would you like? Do you like stronger or medium?
Strong.
Please. Strong. Okay. Well. Okay. So what we do here is, by the way, on the boxes, just to mention to you, I almost overlooked it. The artwork on these. So this one in Vietnam, where this coffee is grown in this single region, they have found a local artist who drew this here, who did this art. They bought it from them, and they paid him the royalty to use it on their boxes.
Oh, that's
as well,
fabulous.
supporting the local
Brilliant.
people as
And
well.
I think they said they've got the originals hung in the Poultry.
They have the originals.
headquarters.
Yeah,
How
they have the
great is
originals.
that?
Nice.
Now, each of the pods is in this little sealed bag, okay, which is recyclable, by the way.
That's
Tear it
really
open.
important.
Yeah,
It's a lot of machines have those metal pods and you can't
Well,
recycle.
look what's in here.
Look at that.
So it's almost like a tea bag. But the wonderful thing about this is, okay, one of the Poultry family, one of the brothers, he went off and he worked in coffee for 24, 25 years. And then they said, well, we do steam. Why don't we make a coffee machine?
Yeah.
and
Makes
give
sense,
people
doesn't
the
it?
best possible coffee.
Use his expertise.
Their
Expertise.
two passions come together. Yeah.
Combined. So he came back into the fold, and this coffee here is the right, because this right grind, so it's the right consistency, and it's wrapped in this this wrapping just here, and this is 100% compostable.
Brilliant.
Okay? Now, all we do is we pop this in here, and we simply introduce it, and I'm going from backwards into the group head, and we twist, okay, and we twist it till it's forward like that. That's all we do. Now you'll see the buttons just here. We have the on-off button. Now when we turn it on, these lights will flash until it has built up its steam, okay, built up its pressure. Only takes, I don't know, 30 seconds. Now in this instance, I'm just going to pour a single shot in here, okay? Now as soon as these stop flashing, it takes, as I said, 20, 30 seconds. There we go. I can now make a single cup, a double cup, or my steam just here.
So when you say double cup, can it make 2 at once?
Yeah, I can, because only if you use
if you
this.
use your double
if you
cup
use your double cup
on
just
your
here.
ground coffee.
Now you could make a double one here, but it'd be really a lot weaker.
Right,
Of course,
yeah.
you'd have
half,
you know, yeah.
half a shot.
So watch this, okay? So when I press that, immediately it starts to work. And look at how this pours. Now this is the quality of the coffee, because you will know the better the quality of the coffee, the better the creamer. And you might say, well, and excuse me if you know this, but what is creamer? Well, you can see it settling. I say like a pint of Guinness. Look at that.
you do.
Of course I do. But look at that creamer head. You can
That's
see it's from
good.
there right up. Now that's what allows you, when you go to see serious baristas and you see them do the coffee art, it's because of that creamer. There's that creamer now. If you don't have a creamer head, you're not getting coffee
Heaven.
art.
We're mortified if we buy takeaway
Oh,
and
and
we take
there's
the lid
no-
off an espresso and we're like, there's no crema.
It's like nothing. It's like washing water, and you're like, I want a proper crema. And that's exactly what you get from this machine. The coffee tastes amazing. You've got 54 pods, but of course you can use your ground coffee as well. But honestly, try these pods. The flavours are phenomenal,
There you
aren't
go.
they?
I'll let you go first.
Thank you. Oh, gosh.
And if you do want extra coffee, it is available on our website. We were lucky enough to do one of the first shows.
Isn't it great?
Absolutely love
So-
this machine.
By the way, just to say to you
so
folks,
good.
the reason
And it's
that-
back in stock, by the way, we should say. It's sold
sold out
out.
the other night,
And
we showed.
almost, hang on, how much?
Almost half.
Almost half the back in stock
Wow.
has sold out and gone. So please. We have got a clip where we did a show in Warrington, our Warrington studios. But I don't know if we'll get time to show it because I don't think the stock will last that long. Do check your baskets out. And though we will always try and get stock back in, sadly, we might not be able to get this back in before Christmas. We will try. We will always try. You're seeing there using the ground actual coffee. You get the tamper as well. But, of course, you have got those fabulous solo actual pods, those easy pods, and those 3 different sort of coffee types that really allow you 100% purity in coffee. But then you've got the milk frother. So the great thing is that base of the coffee is the espresso, Alan, but then with the actual milk setting, you can then make your cappuccinos, your lattes, your flat whites.
Absolutely. Remember, they all start with that incredible espresso, and then you make it from there. And it's only literally, like cortado, for instance, is Italian for cut. Okay, so you're cutting the coffee with a little bit of milk, and then if you want a flat white, it's just a bit more milk. If you want a latte, it's a bit more milk, and if you want a cappuccino, it's frothy milk.
And then if you want to do an iced coffee, we can do that. If you want to do teas, we can do tea.
You can do teas as
well.
So
versatile. So you can even have this. I've always fancied a really big bedroom, and in your bedroom having a coffee maker.
Ooh, this is perfect.
And because it's so compact, how fabulous is this? If you've been looking at coffee machines, but they're all so big, and the majority of them are, but you want the coffee machine that makes everything. And the little ones, they only do espressos on a whole. I've never seen one like this, so compact, that has the milk frother and 2 different sort of settings for the milk. It's phenomenal, isn't it?
Get it in your basket right now. If you want to use PayPal Pay in 3, £51.98 on your first of 3 interest-free PayPal payments. 849501. The stock there is flying. And remember, you get the coffee included, so the bundle is worth almost £220.
And think how much you'll save rather than going to the coffee shop. Get yourself a flask, take your drink out and make the coffee yourself, because you can save an absolute fortune. This will very much, if you buy regular coffees, you know, 4 times a week, this will pay for itself so quickly, won't it? And that's giving you an idea right there. So we've been very, very kind, really. We've said a regular coffee about £3. They're often a lot more. So your coffee here it'll cost you about 50p. So every coffee you're making, you're saving about £2.50. As an example, as an average, as an idea. But if you actually then, if you were saving £2.50 a coffee a day, £10 for every 4 coffees, you can see here virtually, if you buy sort of 4 coffees a week, this machine could pay for itself in 15 weeks. You've got to check your baskets out. We're going to have to move away from that. I'm really sorry. Stock-wise, really, really low. Half the entire stock of that has sold out and gone. But also,
Speaking
what a night.
Stock, let's talk about our steam mop where we started the show. A 24-hour deal? I don't think so. 50% of the stock there is already gone in that steam mop. So if you want to go for the coffee machine, coffee costs are on the screen, but we've got the steam mop on the screen. So it's all about steam for you tonight. 079663 is your item number. Remember, this steam mop comes with 19 accessories. You can use all your hard floors. You've got a carpet glider, but then it transforms to a handheld.
I love it as the handheld, and you're killing 99.9% of germs, bacteria in the kitchen, in the bathroom, on the work surface, around the toilet, around the sinks, on the hob, on the extractor fan. But do check your baskets out, only for 24 hours, but it's not going to last 24 hours. We've only been on air about an hour and 10 minutes, and 50% of both the faulty items that we've shown you have sold out and gone, so it's only going to be as long as the stock is there. Just going to show you very quickly, because this might be something you'd like to add into your basket, and a great Christmas present. These are beautiful, and these were new with us, was it last night? They're throws that are heated.
Micro fleece
heaven.
Throws that we've got here for you. They've got a heating element inside, but you can barely feel it whatsoever. They've got an electrical cord attached, and that has a remote control on there. Now, the remote control is dead simple and straightforward for you to operate. You've got your power button just here, and then let's put it the right way up. There we go. Yeah, it is. The power button right here. You've got your temperature and your time just here, and then you've got your adjustable temperature and adjustable hours that you can see here.
And
just $34.99 is your price.
This is going to allow you, when you don't want to put all the central heating on, you don't want to heat the whole of the house, and perhaps you haven't put the heating on yet because you're not going to put it on, we're nearly there, till November. You know, I don't put it on until the end of November. My mum's terrible. I'm not putting it on yet. It's too expensive. I'm not putting it on yet. This allows you to be warm wherever you are in the house without having the central heating on, because you've got your own little heating system. So whether you're sat watching the TV, whether you like to do crosswords, whether you sit and read the newspaper or a book, your dad loved it. One of the best presents we bought him. I don't think there was a day we went to his house and he hadn't got his heated blanket there on his lap. Even in the summer, because his back room was quite cold on an evening, he'd have it on the lower setting because there are 10 settings.
Takes the edge off.
Oh, and if you're working from home, and again, you don't want to heat the whole house, but you don't want to sit cold, you know, your hands aren't going to work properly if you're cold. You could have this on your lap. And, you know, even if you're doing video calls, no one can actually see that you've got your heated blanket on.
The other great thing is don't be afraid of going for a lighter colour with this blanket, because the cord comes away from the actual blanket, and this sealed unit here, the whole of the blanket will go into the washing machine.
That's so clever.
On a 30-degree wash.
Because you'll live with this, so it might get a bit of chocolate on it, it might get a bit of dinner on it, it might, you know, not the end of the world. Throw it in the washing machine, just unplug the electric cable.
And like we said, really simple and straightforward. So if you're thinking of a gift, you just press the button for the power and then choose the time and the temperature, and you can adjust that with the arrows on the far side. Comes in a really nice package as well, so if you're thinking of a gift, it's a great little gift that you can see there. And you've got 3 colours to choose from. You've got the navy, which we were saying it's more of a
like a French navy. It is. It's a really nice colour option to go for. Last night that was the most popular alongside the blush. You really liked the pink, but actually the silver grey is stunning as well. So you have got a 3 really great colours. Great present idea. Should be £50, $34.99 with PayPal Pay in 3. $13.31 is your first of those 3 payments. Pop that in your basket and think ahead for birthdays and Christmas. When we bought Sean's dad here, sadly we'd sold them on TV, but we'd sold out. Got closer to Christmas and I was like, we must get your dad one of those blankets. Couldn't get them anywhere, ended up having to buy ours from abroad, and it came after Christmas, so we had to give him it late. So don't think, we will always try and get things back in stock, but we are thundering towards Christmas, so it does make it really difficult. If you're thinking as a Christmas gift, buy it now and put it to one side so you know you've definitely got yours. And our heated blankets, they have sold out time and time again.
So cosy. If you like a hot water bottle, if you've got a heated car seat, you will absolutely love these. Be warm wherever you are in the home.
Nothing worse than being cold. You get cold to the bone, don't you? And then you can't warm. My mum's hands go white. Perhaps my Auntie Cora she was tiny. I could have lifted her with one hand. She'd get freezing, but she didn't like a heavy blanket on her. Whereas this is nice and light, but it's got that warmth. And my nana was in a wheelchair for most of her life, and obviously she couldn't manoeuvre around in a wheelchair in this, but when she's sitting still, that could have been on her lap when she was watching, or what did she used to like to watch, the letters one? Countdown. She could have had it on her lap watching Countdown, keeping her warm. Honestly, absolutely brilliant.
And the price is reduced down to $34.99, and then you can use PayPal Pay in 3, so just $13.31 on your first of 3 payments. Just need the item number 680856. You've got the pink, which is in the lead. You've got the navy, which is like a royal navy, and you've got the grey, which is a lovely silver grey option that we've got for you. Again, really busy on these. 680856 is your item number if you want to go for our heated, remember, very important, heated blankets. Whatever you're shopping for, if you've got it in a basket right now, time to confirm your orders, and the easiest way to shop is always the website, ShopOnTV.co.uk.
Massively busy on the website. Pop whatever you want into your basket. Obviously, shop our hour. We're going to go back to our steam. Well, we say steam mop. It's not. It's a handheld. You can use it. It is. It's a home cleaning system and killing 99.9% of germs and bacteria if you want a deep down clean. But do check out everything on our website. We have got over 700,000 products, and if you're trying to sort Christmas out. I truly believe we've got everything you need.
Yeah.
And of course, Beauty, that's with us on
Sunday into Monday.
Yes, Sunday night into Monday morning, and some amazing deals on that. But let's get back to Polty. Let's get back to our steam cleaner, because I know stock-wise, massively busy. 50% of the entire stock has sold out and gone. But we're hearing so many people got this in baskets, and remember, unless you check it through, it's not yours. You must check it out.
To check out. It should be £200. It's down to 119. Breaking news! Oh
Breaking
my word!
news.
The Polty Fresco Vapor is now limited stock. There's only a few of them left. So if you want to get hold of those, you get two 200ml bottles for £12. It's a eucalyptus fragrance. Even though it's called pine, it's a lovely eucalyptus, really natural fragrance. Alan can even juggle it. Look at that. Good work. Good.
So you get 2 bottles. You do need to check your baskets out, though. Limited stock means it will be the next people to check out that will get it. And 2 of those bottles will fill the head that you use on the floor time and time again, giving that great scent on all the sealed floors and, of course, on the carpets and things. But do check your baskets out. It is the very last of that stock now. But let's get back to
natural as well.
Yes,
natural,
really important that,
whatsoever.
actually, yeah.
So when you go to your handheld, you will turn it on to the minimum maximum and then press the button here, the steam button, and that will start to generate the steam.
So
remember
quickly.
how much steam we can actually get. Just look at that amount of steam coming out of that, okay? So now when we try to clean something, what we have got is we've got the power of that steam and the scrubbing brush to turn that to scrub and to make sure that you're getting deep down to bring things back up to the brightness of where they were when you first bought them.
Well, that steam can kill 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses.
Absolutely.
So not only are you cleaning with your eyes, you know, visually what you're seeing, you're also killing what you can't see a lot of the time as well.
Now, here's where I use my steam cleaner an awful lot is with the fridge.
Happy Halloween,
Happy Halloween, everyone. So, what we can do here is, this is the problem area for me.
Yes.
These seals just here, because they get filthy. So again, just using steam. Be careful of your fingers with steam, of course, folks, because steam is very hot. Remember, 120 degrees. But get right in just there, getting rid of bacteria, E. coli, all of those nasty things, and then you can wipe that away then with a cloth.
And that could be the seal on the washing machine as well, which can get really horrible and smelly, can't it?
Anything around the closing of the door. All you need to do is do this with that steam, give it a little moment, and it's not only cleaning and breaking down any dirt that's there, but it's sanitizing it as well.
And do you know why I like it in the actual fridge? Because I use it on the salad trays.
Yes.
Because I put my food directly into this.
Yeah.
If you do that and you've used a spray that's got chemicals in, your fridge always smells of it, you know, that chemical smell, and then you're putting food directly onto chemicals because it's still there. So I know if I've cleaned with steam, I've killed 99.9% of germs, bacteria, but there's no nasties when I put my food and stuff in there.
Happy, is it? We've left the door open.
It's the spooky man there.
It is. Now also, I know we've got stuff in this, but when you want to defrost your freezer, when you plug it out, of course, and then you want to break away the steam, you can use this to break away the ice, I should say, when you take it out. Let's say, for instance, underneath here, we can see the build-up of ice just there.
Yeah.
So now we can use this just here to melt all of that away. I'm not sure if I could get any, but let's basically press your button, and then I don't want to do it because it's a working freezer, and just literally blast
you'd
all
normally
that away.
turn your freezer off.
Yeah, you turn your freezer off. It's not plugged in.
As it's plugged in because we've got food in it.
Now, even though they say frost-free freezers,
they're not, are they? We've got two frost-free freezers, and both of them freeze up. And Sean, that's your job, isn't it? You absolutely love it for that.
It speeds up defrosting the freezer so much because it can be such a lengthy job. So the handheld, in a matter of minutes, will switch back to a floor cleaner, an up-high cleaner.
Well, you can see how quickly I've just done that. So what I want to show you is we have this little head here. Now, I know that I said, you know, we'd use this for tiles, etc., but there's nothing stopping you from using this in smaller rooms either. So what we can do is, you know, you can decide, oh, I put it the wrong way around, silly. You know, you could use this in your bathroom because you know, the big head on this, you know, perhaps not going to fit around the back of the loo, etc. So what you can do then is you can use the steam coming from this. Now, have a look at this floor here, by the way. this here has got barbecue sauce. You can see how thick it is. And also I've got coffee spilt just there. Watch this, okay? Can we see how horrible that floor is? And as I come through, leave the steam on, and the steam is beginning to break that down. And watch this, seriously, the result of this is absolutely phenomenal.
So if it's really stubborn, you just can hold it over the area.
Leave the steam. The steam is then going to break that down.
Right.
And this is a really...
That's why it's really good on extractor fan.
Grease,
the
extractor hoods.
The hoods.
Yeah.
Because that grease you never seem to be able to clean away. However many times you clean it, it still feels greasy. This breaks down that grease. It gets rid of that grease. Visually, it's cleaning, but remember, it's also killing 99.9% germs, bacteria, and viruses, because that steam is 120 degrees.
Yeah.
So you are killing. So now that floor certainly is as clean as you possibly could get it. So for your little ones crawling around, you know you've done that deep down clean with steam.
But look, now, what I'm going to say to you here is, there is all of the offending dirt. Yeah. You can see that I really gave the little small head on this a real big tough job. I wouldn't never ask Kaylee to do this, but Sean, perhaps you'd be kind enough just to, first of all, just feel how thick and horrible that is and sticky. Now feel just there where I just cleaned.
Can you
actually
see
stuck
that?
to it. You're actually stuck to it.
My finger sticks to it.
But just look at that there. Feel that difference.
Oh, ooh.
And it's not soaking wet, is it?
No. And that's
So even though you've steam cleaned it, it's not dripping wet. Yeah.
That's a great thing.
So you can walk on that, not long after, and we
Yeah.
know for a fact that there's no germs or bacteria or viruses there, because we know that the 120 degree
The temperature of the steam, isn't it?
Now look, this is not what you use on your big floors. Okay, you're going to use the main
big
head
head,
here.
yeah.
You can use the fresco vapor in that as well. But
If you can get it.
get it. But your
Very
bathroom,
busy tonight.
your bathroom floor in around the side of the loo.
Yeah, I think that going round the back of the toilet, between and the bit round by the actual bath and the loo, you can have all these sort of narrower bits, and that's really handy.
Exactly. And when I genuinely felt like I was going to vomit there when I thought it was, when you lift up the loo, the part where it's connected to the little round things,
Yeah.
they're horrible. Get this handheld steam. Do you know what I'd even do?
Concentrator
Yeah,
on.
do you know what I'd even do? I'd do it from a distance.
From a distance.
I'd be like that. Watch the amount of steam I can get. So stand right back and get in and go, and blast it away. I'll put that over my jeans. But just look at the amount of steam that we're getting coming out of this just here. It really is an incredible amount of steam. And that's killing germs and bacteria because of that temperature of that at 120 degrees. And that was just on the lowest settings, just to give you an idea.
Continuous steam. You can see there, it carries on.
It carries on.
And you can refill the water time and time again. Remember, it's got a water filter as well.
Exactly.
19 accessories. You actually get 2 of the water filters, 1 in the machine, and you get a spare. The accessories allows you to use it, like Alan was saying, in the bathroom, in the kitchen, around the toilet, then use it as the floor cleaner as well. There's your filter inside. It's so simple to use, but my goodness, we are massively busy. So many of you now with this in baskets. Do check your baskets through. You will not be disappointed. We've bought ours. I must try and work it out. It must be.
I think it's just under 20 years.
It must be, mustn't it?
And
It
it's like
must
new.
be.
All the accessories are like new. Nothing's worn out.
And if I ever don't clean the bathroom with the steam, you don't half notice the difference. It seems to stay cleaner for longer, and that's because we haven't used chemicals, because that leaves a sticky residue, so things seem to get dirtier quicker. When you've steamed, the bathroom steam, you walk in, you're like, oh wow, just seems clean.
It's funny,
for ages.
There's no fragrance to steam, is there? But do you know when you go for a walk on the seafront and you come back and you just feel like you smell fresh?
Yeah, it is.
It's that kind of smell.
It is lovely. And here's what breaks my heart, right, is that you go into the supermarket, and I'm sure, I'm not saying it is, but just in my conspiracy head, what they're doing is they're saying kitchen cleaner, bathroom cleaner.
Yes.
And you're going, well, what's the flame?
What's the difference between?
And isn't it an expensive aisle? You can spend a fortune, can't you, on cleaners?
But you don't
and
need any of
you're
them.
just using the water out the tap. So this, it's kinder on your pocket because you're saving on buying all those cleaning products. Kinder on the environment because you're not putting those harsh chemicals back into the water table. And kinder on your hands. I know for me, lots of chemicals upset my hands. Lots of chemicals get right down my throat. There's none of that with this.
And you don't have to go and buy the water water, you know, the special one that's been deionized or anything. It's tap water because they've built in that little filter to it. So let's come along here. Now remember what we have. We have our 3 steam settings, okay? Minimum, which is for wooden floors, sealed wooden floors. Then you have your medium for linoleum, etc. And then maximum, which I'm going to use on these tiles. But you decide how much steam you want and how bad the dirt is. Now, let's now, with a clean cloth on this, let's clean and see how fabulous this is going to end up looking. Now, remember what we can do. Any stubborn stain, leave it for a second. You're not going to have to do that very often. Now remember what I have here. I have that milk spilt there as well, which is that strawberry milk. I've got footprints. I've got all sorts of stuff put down. And again, look at that, just turn.
Oh, that's great. So you can get around your furniture in the kitchen or in. Remember, you've got the carpet glider. It could be the living room. It could be rugs. Any of your hard floors, any of your carpeted areas.
And there's the scrubbing brush on the back of the actual machine, so any stubborn dirt.
And of course, the grout. Could you pass me that little grout cleaner? Would you mind doing that for me? That'd be awesome. Now, always be very mindful when you're changing your accessories because you are dealing with steam, and it is massively important that you stay safe, okay, on that. So again, I can pop that on there, and now what I can do is I can start using that between the grout, and it just makes life so much easier for me.
And whether that's the floor, whether that's the walls, whether that's in the shower, honestly, it's just so versatile. My mum swears by her steam cleaner, and my mum isn't normally into sort of more modern things, but she absolutely loves it. And she was telling everybody at the coffee morning the other day, there was, I said, oh, I've got a steam cleaner. She was like, I have. And she has hers stood behind the back door, and she really loves it when my brothers bring the dogs round. So sometimes she can have 4 dogs there. And she knows that after they've gone, all she needs to do, get the steam cleaner out, whip round, it heats up so quickly, job is done, floor is dry in an instant. It's not like, don't go back in the kitchen because the floor's wet. And she knows that she's cleaned up and she can relax then. And she knows she's sanitised, deodorised and killed 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. So whatever the dogs have brought in,
well, that's what I was going to say.
Killed it off.
We have the little cat now. We have Buddy. Now he's getting bigger now. He's 5 months old almost. He's going outside and he tends to do what he needs to do out there, but he still uses his litter tray. They're in there to do that and then jumps out onto the carpet. He has had some accidents. And I remember when I started talking about him first, I was calling her because I thought it was a girl, and then we found out he was a boy. But he is a boy. Buddy suits him better. But it's been a real, and I promise you this has been a real fantastic thing for me to have us. I don't have this one at home. I have its little baby.
So if you're puppy training, if you've got a cat, if you've got children accidents.
That. Now, I want to show you all something here, okay? If you look at this cloth, okay, on this. Now, I can promise that's rather clean.
We've got a bit of
dirt on it, okay?
Not a lot.
All right, so you can see relatively clean. Now, what I'm going to show you is I'm going to do this carpet. Now, I promise you this, I would not and cannot tell you one word of a lie. Every time that we've ever used this carpet, it is for vacuum demos only. Nothing else, okay? So this happened earlier and it surprised me, and I was like, okay, fair enough. So what I'm going to do is use the carpet glider. Now the reason you'd use put this on max, by the way, because you want that steam getting into the pile of your carpet. So what's happening now is we're going to deodorize and sanitize that carpet, because to be honest with you, vacuuming alone just lifts the loose dirt, okay? So here we go. So now I'm going to steam and refresh the carpet. So whether it's where the cat or the dog or the kids have had an accident, where it's maybe you've spilt some milk and you're worried about it going all funny and stinky and smelly and, you know, sour, well, look at this. I can actually see, if you can, the colour change.
You can. It's like it lifts the pile, and it's like the carpet looks sort of a nice brighter red now. And it didn't look dirty, but now it looks like new again.
We're all the time, we're walking dirt into the carpet, flattening it down, and we're not doing anything to lift it. So all of a sudden now, with that steam, we are.
Oh, wow. And you didn't know that was on the carpet. Don't forget, when you are using it as the upright as well, do go, have we got any of the
any fragrance
left?
Oh, a handful.
There's about 10 of these left. You can pop that into the base, and this will add a fragrance, whether that is into your carpet or whether that's onto your hard floors. And it's called pine, but it's got more of a eucalyptus sort of smell to it. And you get 2 of those, don't you?
2 of those bottles that you
But
see
we are
there.
down to the last stock.
Lovely natural fragrance, no chemicals once again involved. It just gives you a lovely, nice fragrance. So we've gone from laminates to tiles to carpets.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've done all the handheld demos.
Bits. And of course, folks, look at, in the studio, we are restricted, in your house. Just think, you'd be doing the toilets, and because you've got that little curved steam concentrator, turn it upside down, and you're getting right underneath there, and you know that you're killing better. You're not putting, because, okay, bleach is actually one of the worst things that you can flush down your loo. It's really dreadful because it's getting into the water system and it's very difficult to clean through. So using steam, we're killing the bacteria. You read a bleach bottle, 99.9% of bacteria, whatever it will say. Well, it's the very same using just pure water.
Yeah.
You're killing that many.
You're being nicer to the environment, kinder to your pocket, because you'll be saving on not having to buy all those cleaning products, because the water out your tap will go up to 120 degrees in the Polty steamer, and that 120 degrees will kill 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. Every sneeze, every cough, all goes down on the floor. All your footprints, you clean your shoes in about 10 steps. The dogs come in, they don't wipe their feet, they certainly don't wipe the bottoms, they have a sit down on your carpet, they have a sit down on your floor, and then you drop a crisp and pick it up and eat it. Can you imagine if you thought, oh God, the dog sat there, and you've picked up and ate that? But what you're doing when you're using steam is you are killing those germs, the bacteria, the viruses. So you're getting the deepest clean, I think, you possibly
really
can.
Are. And killing all those germs, bacteria in the best way as well.
The kindest way.
Just to say quickly as well, you don't have to bend down to change things. If you want to take off the carpet glider, just here there's a little foot plate, well, it's a toe plate really, and all I do here is I pop my toe there and lift it off.
Great.
By the way, look at this, even the pad, I put my foot on that, lift it off.
And the cloths are all machine washable, remember, whichever size we're talking about. The cloths actually in this particular model are great because you've got the 2 different textures. You've got the white section, and then the blue section's a little bit rougher, isn't it?
Like a scrubbing brush in a way,
It scrubs it through, so you're getting that little scrub. It's almost like using one of those green pads. It's green on one side and sponge on the other.
A
mixture of both of those, so you get the best of both worlds. But I'd like just to show you while I have this off just here, just how much steam actually comes out of this machine.
And it heats up so quickly, doesn't it? 20 seconds and you're ready to go.
Can you see that? That is a huge amount of steam that's pumping out of that, and it's going to keep doing that, remember, autonomously. You don't have to touch anything to do it. You set it on the amount of steam you want for the type of floor that you have, and away you go. Look at that for steam. 120 degrees when it reaches the floor, when it reaches the head, killing germs and bacteria.
And whether that's an upright, whether that's being used as a handheld, cleaning and killing the germs in the toilet, around the sink, around the bath, on the hob, on the chopping board, where you've had that chicken, that raw chicken, cleaning your work surfaces, using it on your hobs, the extractor fan that never seems to be clean. Steam will clean it, honestly. Your mirrors, your wardrobes and things, where you've got hairspray or nothing seems to get it off, steam will get it off.
And it stays as steam. It doesn't change to water, so it doesn't flood the floor. So that's why you can use it on your sealed wooden floors as well. Remember, it converts in a matter of moments to a handheld, but it is a 24-hour deal or while stocks last. If you've got it in a basket, do check your basket out. You need the item number at the top, 079663. It includes all of these accessories, 19 accessories in total. All your cloths are in there, as we say, they're all washable. It's not just a steam mop. It's very important to reiterate. It's also a handheld steam cleaner.
And this price is phenomenal. Our normal price, we always give you a saving. It should be $199, and the Polty is $199. But our regular price, when we do savings, we managed to get it down to $139, which is brilliant. If you've bought it for that, worth every single penny. It's only for 24 hours that we've been allowed and able to bring it down to 119. So one of our best deals ever, that you can split over 3 payments, but it is only till midnight tonight. But I will tell you right now, stock-wise of this, it is disappearing. It is only going to be as long as the stock is there. Though I'd love to say that later on today you'll be able to come onto our website, ShopOnTV.co.uk, and buy it. Sadly, I'm hearing
over 50%, yeah, over half the day
of the day's stock, and we've only been on air an hour and
about an hour and a half.
About
an hour and a half.
So an hour and a half into our day's stock, and over half the stock has sold out and gone. Please do check your baskets out. But we've got two poultry, well actually we've got three poultry items that are really busy, but this is another one that is particularly low on stock now.
Now, we were lucky enough to do one of the first shows with this. We fell in love with it straight away, because the Coffea is such a great coffee machine because it's so compact, but it'll make every type of coffee that you like, whether it's a flat white, whether it's a latte, whether it's an espresso shot. You've got the steaming wand that you can see there, the milk wand, and that'll give you two different types of milk depending on the type of coffee.
So if you want it really frothy for like a cappuccino, or if you want it more textured for like a flat white or a latte, you can do exactly that. With something so compact, there's not even, it's not like the size of a toaster. Perhaps you've been looking at coffee machines, aren't they all massive? We've had coffee machines and we're like, well, you know, it takes over half the kitchen. We haven't got that big a we haven't got space for it. This will go into any kitchen. I think this will be great in a bedroom as well. But remember, it's not just making espressos, which normally a machine this size will only make an espresso. This will do all your other coffees as well.
The bundle should be almost £220. You've got a massive reduction. It's down to less than 150. £149 is your price. 84950 is your item number, with PayPal Pay in 3, £51.98 on your first of 3 payments, and you get 3 of the solo varieties of coffee included. It's a great Christmas present.
Really is, but you need to see it in action. So from a previous show that we filmed up in Warrington, just take a look at just how versatile this tiny compact machine actually is.
We have got the most amazing product for you, the easiest way to make your own coffees at home.
Having coffee like you buy in those coffee shops that are so expensive, but being able to make a range of coffee with this, the core espresso from your machine at home that is so compact and from a fabulous brand, the brand of Pulte. Making the coffee for us today is Alan, bringing us a great machine and a great array of coffee, Alan.
Yeah, superb. But here's the thing, what a lot of people don't understand, well, I'm sure lots do, but people don't remember, is that the basis to every single good coffee, great coffee, is this. It's that shot of espresso. Now, we'll talk about the solo pods in a little while and how amazing they are and the type of coffee that's in it, but this is the basis for everything. So let me show you right over the front. We have an espresso just here. That's what I've just poured. But then from that espresso, we can make ourselves a cortado. Then we can move up to our flat white, and these are the ones you see in the coffee shops that cost £3, £4, £5. Then you can move to your latte, and to one of the most popular ones, your cappuccino. All of those start from this one espresso shot.
And I can't believe you can make all those coffees from that compact machine. Yeah. I've got to say, it must be the most compact coffee maker I've seen, but you'd think it would only make espressos. I can't believe you can do everything else.
The thing about it is, and where coffee shops excel in things, is being able to froth that milk. So we can froth our own milk here with the steam wand. Okay, what coffee would you like? I'm going to prove to you by turning this coffee here into something for you. What would you like?
Cappuccino.
Cappuccino.
Okay, right. So here's what we need to do first of all. Okay, so we will now get our milk into our jug. Now you can see here on our steam wand, and always move this with this little little handle here, because this stays cool all the time. So you have two settings. You have the frothy one just here, or if I twist this around here, it's to give us the hot milk, or to give us the froth. So you decide which one you want. If you don't want the froth, then that you can stay away from that if you want.
Okay.
But in this instance, we want froth. So I'm going to pop in the frother, and here on the side, I'm going to press first of all the steam button on the front. And now, when that stops the flash, I'm going to roll this forward. And again, I'm in control of this as to how much steam.
Oh, wow.
I love that noise.
It's like the ones in the coffee shop, yeah.
How familiar is that sound?
Absolutely.
And this is what makes the difference. Now, remember cappuccino, we're wanting a little bit more froth. So we will adjust that wand up and down to give us lots of froth. If we're getting too much, you can drop it down a little and it will stop giving you froth. And you will start getting used to exactly what you're wanting. And now we have beautiful frothy milk. Check that out. Now here's a top tip. The minute you do that, always have a damp cloth and give your steam wand a little bit of a wipe and give it a little bit of a steam through. That's what you must do for cleaning.
Okay,
now here's our cappuccino cup just here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour in the espresso that we made a little bit earlier on. And now all we need to do is to get that warmed milk, or that hot milk.
Look at the
pour it in, and then finish it off with that froth on the top. Now I filled that up loads and loads and loads because I want you to be able to see that froth on that. And now we will simply sprinkle it with some of the chocolate dust, lots of it, and as requested,
oh my goodness,
here you go.
And that is going to be so expensive in a shop.
What you're going to pay £3.45, £3.50, £3.80 some places, and in fact some of the higher end coffee shops will charge you £4.80 for that.
I'm going to have to go straight in.
Go in for it.
Don't go down your
spill
front.
any.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that is good.
Made from the comfort of your own.
Sharing is caring.
Let's have some.
It's still really full. But that's the consistency there, Al.
Yeah. So
Perfect coffee shop consistency.
absolutely. Now here's the thing, okay? A lot of people at home will say to themselves that they want to grind their own coffee beans and do that. That is froth with danger, okay? Because you have to get if you are grinding yourself, the right grind. If it's too fine, too coarse, you don't get the right coffee. But what Pulte have done here, remember what we have Pulte with 25 years experience, one of the brothers in the coffee industry. He has put all of the best coffee and his basic knowledge of 25 years into these solo pods.
Clever.
Now this one is a Vietnamese, okay? Now the reason it's solo is that all of the coffee comes from Vietnam that goes in here, and all of it comes from a single source, okay? It's from the same region. And he has made this and ground it to perfection, so it takes the guesswork out for you.
And the great thing is, in the bundle, you have got 54 of those pods to get you started.
3 different varieties.
18 of each. So this bundle is incredible. I think it's going to pay for itself before you know it, because of what you spend on coffee every day of the week.
Well, coffee's become so expensive, hasn't it? The fact you've got 3 different types of coffee included with your bundle, the usual price would be almost £219 for the combined bundle that we've got for you. You're getting your machine, you're getting all your accessories, and you're getting 3 types of coffee for less than £150. It's £51.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments if you use PayPal Pay in 3 and you pay online. Easiest way to shop, ShopOnTV.co.uk. You're getting coffee from Vietnam. We just saw the Vietnam. That's that morning kick, if you like.
And that's the nice thing. You've got a coffee for every time of the day. You've got that coffee to give you a kickstart in the morning. You've got that smoother coffee for a little bit later on in the afternoon. That's the Uganda. And then you've got a little bit later on, perhaps you need a little bit of a oomph, and it's still a smooth coffee, but it's got that little bit more. So really giving you that excitement for the day, refreshing you, I think, the Tanzania.
Now you're seeing right here that you can also use ground coffee.
That's
in
great.
this
So you
machine.
don't have to always use the pods.
So you're not tied to the pods when you don't want to use them. You can use any type of ground coffee to make those espresso shots that are the core of every coffee that you
Didn't realise that, did you? Probably it is that espresso that starts all of those fabulous coffees. We'll even be showing you an iced coffee and how you can do hot chocolate and tea in here as well.
Hot chocolate and tea
Honestly,
as well.
this is, I think, a necessity for any kitchen, and the great thing is the size of it will fit into any kitchen. Perhaps you've dreamt of a coffee maker, but you know your kitchen just hasn't got the space. You have got the space for this.
Tiny footprint, and the fact that it can do everything that those big, huge machines in the coffee shops can do. And once you get that smell, you can smell that aroma of that beautiful coffee. It really brings that wonderful experience home. And instead of going out and going to your your local coffee shop in the morning, and don't not go to them still. You know, you're going to do it now and again. Make it yourself and use it. And you know the thing is, if you average these to 30 to 100 and 50. How many pods do we get? We're getting 80. There's 54.
54.
That's what I was trying to say. So you've averaged £3 a cup that you would spend out. That's over £150, and you're getting that many pods with this machine. So if you can kind of work that.
That's it. It's going to pay for itself, isn't it? Really quite quickly.
Alan's just showing us how straightforward and simple this is. Whether you're using ground coffee or you're using the pods, we'll show you ground coffee.
And you get 3 different filters, and it's really easy to know which one to use.
Yeah, well, let me show you that. So this is the portafilter number 1. Okay, here you can see here that I put it into the group handle, and this one with the little star function inside is the one for the coffee pod that you get with this. If you want to use ground coffee, well, we give you this one here and this one. Single shot, double shot here, okay? So you get all of those with it. Brilliant. So let me show you how easy it is to make a coffee. Pop your pod in, and simply, I'm bit back to front here, we simply get the group handle and we turn that in like that, make sure it's locked into place. And then up here on the front, what we can see is we have our power button on. We're on steam at the moment. Press any button to bring it back here so these lights are all on.
Right.
In this instance, we want a single cup, so we simply press and we will see that will start to pour. Now remember, the perfect beans have been ground to the perfect grind, the perfect fineness, to give us the perfect shot of espresso. And remember, the Italians are behind this, Polti Italian family, and it comes up when you see that here, how amazing this looks.
Stefano, the brother, I mean, he's been into coffee, I think, for years and
25 years.
But obviously worked with Polti for many years as well, but wanted to bring his coffee passion and his knowledge that he's learned over the last 25 years into the business, and that's exactly what he's done, and he's done it with such an amazing machine, which is fabulous.
Yeah, that was Stefano and Francesca Polti that you saw just there. So we've got our espresso shot.
Yeah.
It's time to order up another coffee.
Okay, so let's do a flavoured latte, shall we? That's really a big popular one as well. So we'll get our little latte glass just there. We've already got our espresso here with a beautiful crema on top. So what we're going to use is we're going to do a caramel latte. How does that sound? So what I like to do is, rather than just pouring this straight in, what I like to do is I like to coat the glass with the, actually this is starting to run out, so I'm going to pour it from the bottle because we've been using it this afternoon making wonderful coffees. So we just pour that in around the lip like that. So when the coffee pours and the milk goes in, it's going to take the flavour all the way down the side. So we've done what I consider to be the hard work, which is not hard work in any way, shape or form. And I'm now going to pop over here, and I'm going to now use, again, our wand, pop this into the milk. Remember, on the front, we press the button here for steam, just up here where my finger is pointing, and you'll see that flash for a moment. While it builds up that steam, it's ready now. It takes seconds, it really does. In goes that milk, and again, or that wand into the milk, and here we go. Bringing that down, listening for that sound, and you will get used to this and what it will do and the effect that it will give you on the amount of foam that you have, whether you want it to be really foamy or not so foamy. Latte will have a little bit of foam. And now we're just getting that heated up. Keep an eye on the temperature on the side.
It's also
just like that.
The texture to the milk, isn't it? It changes it completely.
It really does. Turn that off when you have the milk to the temperature you want. Now remember, you must always use a damp cloth and just clean off that just
That's
there.
a great top tip. That's going to keep it clean.
Keep that
all
clean.
The time.
If you leave that to dry the milk on, it's really hard to get out.
And how quick and easy is that if you get into the habit of doing that every single time?
Really
Making coffee is going to be so simple with this.
Now we've got our syrup in here. We're now going to pour in our shot of espresso just there, and again, let me just tidy up as I go along, because a clean barista is always the better barista.
We'll come back if you're clean.
So simple. You don't need skills at all. You just literally need.
And that's the great thing. You're going to think you're a barista, but actually you're not. It's just you at home making fabulous coffee for friends that have come round for a cup of coffee. What do you fancy?
And you've
today?
got to remember, this machine will make all those milk favourite coffees, as well as your espresso. Lots of machines.
Colours.
Yeah. That's
Look at those colours.
That's the most exciting bit, isn't it? Watching the milk settle. I mean, that looks amazing.
Do you want to go first?
No, you go first.
Now, some people like to have a latte with quite a bit of foam on it. Some people like a wet latte.
Well, you make it
bespoke,
don't you?
Make it bespoke. You make it the way you want it to be.
Oh, that's like a dessert.
Oh, you really have got a moustache now.
Have I?
Definitely.
Apologies.
Oh, let me.
Go on, your turn. Oh, that is good. Isn't that? It's
Oh,
like,
wow.
It's like a dessert.
Wow.
I don't think I've
isn't
ever
it?
had a caramel latte.
That's
Oh,
beautiful.
caramel latte is beautiful.
Let me
You
look
can-
after that
and you
for you.
can
That
get those
is
syrups everywhere.
lovely.
You know, you can get the syrups. You can get butterscotch. You can get.
And in the seasons, it's nice to do sort of Christmassy ones and
Christmassy
things like that,
ones.
isn't it? So yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And then in the summer, you can be doing your iced coffees as well. It's so versatile. That is just, that's my favourite.
Made a right
possibly
mess on
so,
there. Look at
so
what I've
far.
made. Oh, I've made a complete mess.
We have got the most amazing.
It is the most amazing machine, and I've said amazing a lot through this coffee because it just wows me.
Yeah.
The fact that it is the size of a toaster, but it does so much. But stock-wise, well, we're going to have to stop talking about it, I think.
Talk, move away. It's limited stock.
It is. We're down to the very last of the stock. And we do think it's going to sell out shortly. If you've got it in a basket too, please check your baskets out. When we get to this situation, please remember, and I do say this time and time again, and it will be the last time we show this tonight, you have to check your baskets out. It's not yours till you check through. So you put it in your basket and you think, oh, it's okay, I've got mine. Someone else can buy it, check out, and you can press check out and it says sold out. So please, we're down to the very last few. We'll very shortly be probably into single figures, and though there might only be 9 left, 309 people can have it in their baskets. It'll only be the first 9 people to check out to get it. So please check your baskets out.
You can still add it in if you so wish. 84950.
Yeah.
And remember, it comes with the coffee included. 54 pods included for you. We've got to get back to our Polty Special mop. Well, it's so much more than a mop. It's a steam cleaning system. Because when you take a look at it right here, it is an upright, but it's also a handheld steam cleaner. You can use it in the kitchen, in the bathroom. You can use it all around the home. Now, it should be £199. Our 24-hour offer deal is £119. A massive reduction, and you get 19 accessories included. Really easy to manoeuvre around the home. So all your hard floors, your tiles, your laminates, your wooden floors, sealed wooden floors, because it doesn't flood the floor. And then you can use it as a handheld as well.
It's amazing, whether it's the walls in the bathroom or the tiles in the bathroom, whether it's the extractor hood, mirrors and windows, great on completely smear-free. For grouting, the real germy areas round the toilet, and it gets into all the nooks and crannies. So it kills 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. When you're cleaning with steam, it's 120 degrees. So what you know you're doing is you're getting that deep down clean. Upholstery, kitchen work surfaces, the radiators as we saw. But then, of course, upholstery, you're sanitising and deodorising. So perhaps you've got clothes that are a little bit smelly from a restaurant, or perhaps you've got an open plan area and your furniture always smells that fish that you cooked last night. Allows you to get rid of the smells as well as cleaning and killing up to 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses.
2/3 of the entire stock is now in baskets and checking through. We've got to wish you a very happy Halloween. And we're joined by Alan, one of our resident guests and presenters here at Shop on TV.
Well, you said 99.9% of viruses, bacteria and stuff like that. Do you know how I know that?
How do you know?
Because I was working in the lab late one night. I got it.
See what you did there?
That was clever.
That was
wasn't
good.
it?
That was good.
Very good. That's 2 good jokes
That's
you've
2
done
in one
tonight.
night.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
amazing. No. No, carry
Right.
on.
So, no, it's a no. And a whack, no. Shut up. Carry on. That's fine. We love it. So normally we get mop and bucket, and there's all different types of mops and stuff, and you end up putting in, things like,
Bleaches and cleaning
stuff
products
like that,
and
full of chemicals. Again, I'm not putting them down, please. I'm not saying you should never use them, but a lot of people are moving away from that, going for more.
we're more
eco-friendly
conscious of it now,
things.
aren't we?
Yeah.
More conscious.
We're putting that. What you're putting into your bucket is going into the water table, and you're putting those bleaches
Back
into the
into the
water
system,
system, which
yeah.
is, we know now it's not good.
It's
but
not good.
this isn't good, and I never realised until explain why. Because you'd think we're mopping the floor, we're cleaning the floor.
Yeah, well, what we're doing here is, we're getting down, we're breaking down some dirt and stuff like that, which is all well and good. It's not all that easy to do, and we're not getting the harder bits on it. But all we're doing is just moving filth and dirt around. Then we get this and put it back into the water, which started clean, but it's not clean anymore.
So now you're going to try and clean your floor with dirty water.
With dirty water, exactly what we're doing. Now, just have a look. Even though that floor looks all right, look at how wet that floor is.
it's soaked.
And you know the worst thing? When that does eventually dry, and it'll take ages to dry, that floor will feel sticky.
Yeah,
and that's because you've spread
guaranteed.
all the germs and the dirt around, and the cleaning product that you've put in there.
Pushed it
It's
around,
Well, here's the thing.
Ooh, it's horrible thought. I'd never thought of it before.
What I've used on here is that barbecue sauce, and you can see how thick it is just there. So all we've done with the water here is we've actually spread it around. Okay, we've picked up some of it, I understand that, but we've left residue. When that dries, you will still feel that residue, as Sean and Hayley just said. But when you use steam, it's actually breaking it down, and what's happening is the little molecules in this steam are grabbing on, breaking this down, and completely removing it. Now, what I've done here is I'm using the little head, okay? And the reason I'm using the little head on this is I want to just say to you that you can use this in your bathroom. So the little head is for doing your high glass cabinets. It's for using it on you could use it on your fridge doors, etc. You can use it wherever you want. The cooker hood, stuff
all
like that.
the unit fronts and the kitchen and things like that.
But of course, that big head on it is probably too big for bathrooms, because in bathrooms, and they're smaller these days now anyway, what we have got is we have, like, you know, a little bit of a gap between, you know, the loo and the wall. You know, between the loo and the sink.
Look how quickly that started.
See how quickly the steam
Just
came out?
20 seconds. Just got to warn you, 60% of the entire 24-hour stock sold out and gone. We've got 40% of that stock remaining, and we've sold 60% in just under 2 hours, so it's not going to last 24 hours. So what are you doing now?
Now, you can see here, now again, if I just put that there, I'm letting that steam, and I don't have to particularly, but I'm letting it break it down, and look at how well it's doing. So as I now go backwards and forwards on this, you can see it breaking down that horrible, horrible dirt that's on there, sticky, nasty, full of germs, bacteria that the kids
That's the thing, isn't it? It's not just the dirt you can see. It's also the bacteria, the viruses, the germs that we can't see. That is killing up to 99.9% of them.
Not using any chemicals, remember, not leaving any chemicals behind. So you're cleaning that floor with the power of steam. But the fact it's such a high degree of steam, Alan, is the secret here.
Now, that steam that's coming out the end of that is 120 degrees. Now, that's disgusting, isn't it? But here's the thing, right? Now, if you look over here where I use the mop, it's still wet. This is drying already.
Really quickly.
There's a tiny little residue left. But here's the thing, right, is that the steam to kill, and this is, again, all scientifically done by much cleverer people than me, to prove that to kill effectively, kill germs, bacteria, and viruses, it has to be 110 degrees minimum, okay? So what we have, if you think when you boil your kettle, it gets to 100 degrees, the steam is there, but this at 110 degrees is when it's starting to kill viruses and bacteria. But poultry being poultry, 110 is not enough.
Get to the next level.
Over-engineered this, and they engineered it to a point where it's 120 degrees on contact there with that
That's
floor.
why we all swear by poultry.
Obliterating germs, bacteria, and
Their
viruses.
passion to bring out products that do the job and do the job so well is incredible. And their customer service is absolutely amazing as well. The guarantees and the warranties are amazing on their products, aren't
brilliant.
they? Really incredible that you've actually got a 2-year warranty with this.
And
tell us.
So basically, if something happens, you call them up. It's a UK call centre. You call them, even though they're an Italian company, you call them, they will come to your house and pick it up, and they will fix it or replace it within 5 working days. So that's
great service. So good. Really good service.
Now, just to show you very quickly as well, that if you want to put this little head on here, okay, on this, what we can do is we can refresh our curtains. So again, we don't have curtains, but just, I'll gesture to it. So if you imagine we're steaming our curtains, the pelmets up high, and just refreshing those, because they can become stale. You know, okay, I know not many people smoke indoors anymore, but people sure do vape indoors. So again, that smell and smell, that food
hang
smell.
around.
Sometimes if you cook fish, and if you have got sort of material items around, that smell of fish never seems to go away, does it, for days? And it's hanging around in your curtains, in your carpets, and things like that, in the cushions and stuff. So sanitize, deodorize, get rid of that smell, which
it is brilliant. Now, what I can also do here is I can undo this just here. Just give this a little trick.
So your same system that you use as a floor mop, you can then use as a handheld.
So clever.
Now, you'll see here that I'm just going to turn this head round. So now I can also now use this this up close, and I'll turn this on a second, I'll do some, but we can do fridge doors, we can do the high gloss.
I'd work like on chopping boards, the work surface areas in the
Exactly
kitchen.
what I was going to say. Now, these chopping boards, I'm going to show you one of the other, I do have a chopping board there somewhere. Getting in, because where we use a chopping board, by its very nature, we're using sharp knives, we're leaving all those cut marks, and that's where bacteria and viruses can be harboured. So basically, by putting the steam on those and using that the little curved one, the concentrator, you can get right in there and blast away.
And all those accessories that you're talking about come with it. There's 19
of them,
accessories. So whether you're using it on the sealed floors, whether you're using it as an upright, or whether you're using it on the carpets with the carpet glider, or whether then you're using it around the home, kitchen tiles, the extractor hood, the windows, the mirrors, the wardrobe doors, the radiators, your chopping boards, the shower cubicle, then the upholstery that we were telling you about. It's so quick and so effective. In places like ovens that can be a nightmare to clean, and all of a sudden the job's so much easier.
And then when we talk about things like grouting, whether it's on the floor or it's the tiled walls, you've got all those accessories that you can get into all the nooks and crannies. So 19 accessories in total. That radiator tool's brilliant because the steam comes out both sides. The window squeegee is another great tool, all included for refreshing upholstery.
That's what we were just talking about, weren't we? You know, if you've got an open plan area, those smells can hang around in your curtains, in your cushions. You're sanitising and deodorising clothes as well. So versatile. Our price normally, now the regular price with Polti themselves, £199. We do always try to do a special offer, and our best offer that we normally do is £139. If you've bought it for that, it's worth every single penny. It's only for 24 hours that you've got it at the price you see, which is £119, and you can split that cost with PayPal Pay in 3 as well. But it's not going to last, we don't think, 24 hours because we've got less than 40% of the stock left. You do need to check your baskets through. And hearing so many in baskets, still really busy.
Now, I did just hear about the Vapor. If you want to add in the Fresco Vapor, it's in single figures. If you want to get those.
Like very small,
very little
single figures.
Single figures. So check that out if you've got it in a basket. More of you trying to buy that than we have remaining with the Fresco Vapor. That's the Vapor that's a natural fragrance.
And if you are going for the coffee maker, really, really, really busy.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be honest, if you want the coffee maker, we've only got 21 of them left. So if you have got it in a basket, you do need to check your basket out.
Most of those are already in baskets as well. So
it's that situation. More people ordering than stock actually available. So please do check your baskets through.
And I just want to if you don't mind, quickly touch on that coffee maker. It is absolutely incredible. As you know, we have the brunch box and we have a coffee machine we spent thousands of pounds on. In my house, I had, I'm going to say it, it's a Smeg one. I spent a lot of money for it, and it's brilliant, and it has the steam function on it. That's on top of my cabinet now. I genuinely, hand on my heart, I use the Polti. I think it is an incredible machine and such good value as well. And I tell you, the coffee that comes from with those pods is as good as any coffee I've made.
And it's a family company, Polti, and it was the Polti's son that actually he worked in coffee for 25 years. And then, of course, Polti, they originated, it was starting with the first steam generator. So they've combined these two incredible, this knowledge they've got to make a superb coffee maker, but you do need to check your baskets out. Just pop the details on screen, do check through. We will try and get stock back in before Christmas, but we can't guarantee that we will. So, when you get towards Christmas, it does start to get really difficult to get things back in stock, so please check out.
The coffee pods are included, but you can use ground coffee as well. Now, the steam mop, 2/3 of the stock now is gone.
Don't ask me to say that, because I say it funny.
No,
don't you say it.
Say it, Al.
2/3.
There you go. 2/3 of the stock already gone. We're showing the squeegee.
Yeah, so what I have here is a squeegee on this. Now, so again, what we would do is you think about, your mirrors, or perhaps even you might think about, your screen doors. You can use this on windows, etc. as well. You can use it on so many things. So again, look at the amount of steam. Now, I probably have too high of a steam.
Wow.
By the way, just straight up, you may get some drops of water. That's natural while it's building up its steam. I can use that steam there. I've got then, of course, the sponge. So I can use that sponge to clean, and you can see what it's cleaning there. By the way, you can see all the time, because I have the extension pole, that I am not using or having to carry that. Now I'm going to turn the steam off. Okay. Now look at the amount of steam, by the way.
Look at that.
Can you see that?
I love it for all our wardrobe doors, because look, we're talking squeaky clean.
What a result.
So all the hairspray,
So your mirrored
toothpaste.
wardrobe's
Yeah.
brilliant, like you say. All that hairspray that sticks
You can
to
never get it
mirrors.
off. Look at that.
What a
Crystal
great
clean.
finish.
Crystal clear.
But again, and you saw that was dirty earlier as well, so there was lots of stuff on
Brilliant.
that. But it gives a good, because that steam is cleaning, then you're using the sponge to clean, then
So
you're using that squeegee as well.
yeah.
But if you wanted to as well, you know, you do have the little cover for this as well. So you, oops, excuse me. So you can use that on to dry things, but there's no need because the steam on this, you can see, and listen, that is literally, you can't hear, it is absolutely
squeaky dry,
But
brilliant.
it really is superb, and I love that as well about this.
Now, we've just gone really busy
And a little
again.
burst of people joining us.
Perhaps you want to change the way you clean. You're fed up of paying a fortune on cleaners. You don't want to use those chemicals anymore. You want to use a nicer way of cleaning. This is the kindest way, just using water. But with water being converted into poultry steam, you can see here kills and eliminates 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. But this machine is just so versatile. That's the biggest
And
thing.
you can see there, transforming from your floor cleaning system to your handheld cleaning system. Now, all these accessories we're showing you, they're all included that you can see there. You've got your concentrators. If you want to use it in the kitchen, you've got great bathroom tools as well to get into all the nooks and crannies. But on your floor surfaces, it kills, as Hayley said, and eliminates up to 99.9% of bacteria.
And on your work surfaces, and on your chopping boards, and around your bathroom, and in the toilet, you know, round the toilet. It is, in my mind, the absolute best way to get a deep down clean. Get the home clean for visitors over Christmas. Right now, you know exactly what it's like at the minute. The weather's damp, it's horrible. You're bringing in dirty footprints. The dogs and cats don't wipe their feet or their bottoms, and they sit on the floors and the carpets where you sit and you lean. So you know you're getting that deep down clean on your floors, but because it converts into a handheld, we can get a deep down clean around the whole of the home, can't we?
Certainly everywhere. Now, again, when we come to our microwaves, what we tend to do is you get some spray, go spray loads in. Now, here's what I'm going to say to you. On the side here, now you can't see that, but you've got that little grill part.
Yes.
Like a vent.
There's
thing,
vent,
isn't it?
exactly. So is stuff going in there? Is it affecting it? What's happening? Now, of course, a microwave works by when you turn it on. It doesn't actually heat the food per se, but what it does is it agitates the water molecules and vibrates them. And that's what heats it up in the food. So if there's other stuff in there, if you've got other spray things in there and that steam comes in and then it brings that into, I don't know.
I always think that when you clean microwaves, ovens, fridges with chemicals and then you put food into them, you're like a bit, well, I can't really rinse it.
That's been around a while.
That's nasty, that's how it gets. But the nice thing is we're going to clean this microwave without using any chemicals. Pure just water that turns into poultry steam.
By the way, 7.5 meters reach as well from where you plug it in.
Brilliant.
So
That's
watch
good,
this,
isn't it?
okay? So using the steam. Now remember, if you get some water, don't worry about it because it will. You will get some water out of it, but already just by using the steam on very low just here, watch this big piece here, it's breaking that down and it's actually making, look, can you see that? The steam is breaking it down. So I've just done the half of that really, really easily, and I'll do some
And
more
no
in a second.
chemicals, you're not
That's
using
the
any
thing.
of those cleaning products.
So you can
to
put
buy the
food
cleaning
directly onto that. So if it's a chopping board, perhaps you've done a chicken breast on there raw, and then you think, well, how do you get it clean properly? Steam it clean, because you're killing 99.9%.
Look at the difference.
Now, that was just on a really low steam, but it's cleaned that already and it's done that job. It's just broken down. Look, you can see the horrible grime and grease just there. But the wonderful thing is as well, with this, we can get in, and again, this on low steam, because I don't want the steam billowing everywhere. I want the viewers at home to be able to see it. So we can get in here, the little turntable bit, get in here, get all around here, break down all of that.
The back of the oven, around the back of the toilet.
Awkward areas.
All the
And
nooks
once
and
you've
crannies
done that,
are tricky.
Exactly. And once you've done that, Hayley, what we can do then is you can get that extra steam, burst of steam then should you want it, and really get in there. And you can see as I use a little bit more, I'm keeping it low because, as I say, I don't want to have too much. And then you simply wipe over once you've done that, and you know that the germs, bacteria and viruses or anything that's in there has been cleaned, and all of the grease simply wipes away, and look at how clean the bottom of my microwave is, we already know that by cleaning half that, we could easily clean the rest of it, that we can put it all back in. I can actually smell sausage.
And you haven't left any horrible nasties in there, no chemicals. You've cleaned just with water that turned into Polti steam that kills 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. Remember, as the handheld, it is exactly the same machine that is your upright mop as well. For all your hard floors, your sealed wooden floors, your parquet, the tiles, the marble. But then on top of that, you've got your carpet glider as well. So this then turns into the carpet glider. And it's so versatile, the way it manoeuvres. It was going under the sofa there. The head will manoeuvre around your furniture and things.
All your floor surfaces that you want to use it on, you can, even your sealed wooden floors, because it doesn't flood the floor.
Grouting,
like
it's absolutely
cleaners.
brilliant for as well.
Steam.
Yeah.
It brings that steam at 120 degrees, as Alan was telling us. And then as your handheld, all those accessories get inside the radiator fins, get around the nooks and crannies in the toilet. Your window squeegee that we saw Alan using on the mirror, brilliant. Upholstery refresh. It's going to be great if you've got people coming around for Christmas time.
Sanitising, deodorising, getting rid of those food smells around your, your kitchen area, and also your clothes. It's so versatile. This machine, I think, is one of the best machines that we do. It comes with the most accessories, 19 accessories, that allows you to use it in all those different ways. So it is your home help cleaner. This is your cleaning system for the whole of your house. This isn't one product that is only for kitchens. This isn't one product that's only for bathrooms. This isn't just going to do the work surface tops. This will do the floor, the walls, the work surface tops in the kitchen, the bathroom, all around your home. It's phenomenal.
But not having to use any chemicals, not having to keep buying cleaning products. You have got to confirm your orders and check out right now. It's such a busy night. Now I've got to check. Got any of these left? The Fresco Vapors. There's two.
Now what this does, it goes into the head of your machine and it creates a smell and it creates a scent, because when you clean with steam, it just smells like a fresh day, really. There's no sort of bleachy smells or really strong odours. What this does is it gives a real natural. It's called pine, but it's more of a eucalyptus smell. But do check your baskets out on that, because that's all we've got. Mop-wise, oh my word, 70% of the entire stock of the mop was meant to be for 24 hours. We launched it at midnight. It's meant to last till midnight tonight, but we've been super busy.
Just over 2 hours.
And it's such a good deal. Normally, the regular price, go to Polti right now, £199. However, we're doing it as a special for £119.
It's a brilliant saving. It really is. £80 saving on the usual price. Polti right now, you'll pay £200 for it, £199. What does it include? Well, so many accessories included in the bundle, as you can see here. Alan's been using them throughout the show. So whether it's the rectangular brushes, whether it's the carpet glider, the steam concentrator, the parking clips included. So 19 accessories in total. And if you want to use PayPal Pay in 3, it's just £41.98 on the first of 3 interest-free payments. So 079663 is your item number if you want to go for this. It is a Polti special.
Now, stock-wise, massively busy. Check your baskets out. 70% of that stock sold out and gone. You desperately need to check your basket out, not only for our steam mop 2-in-1 handheld, use it all around the home, but also for our coffee maker. Coffee maker details are just at the bottom of the screen, and I'll be absolutely honest, if you all checked out, some of you are going to miss out. We've got more people ordering than stock is available, so it will be the first people to check out that will get the coffee machine. And something we only mentioned briefly, we've had a really busy Polti night, is our iron. We didn't have room to have the iron out, but when we spoke about it earlier on with you, you've absolutely loved it.
This is a brilliant iron. Take a look at the power of the steam that's going to come through.
8-bar pressure it's got.
Yeah, it's the Express. The Express means it heats up really quickly. I think it's a minute heat up time on this one.
Super, super fast. It's got one temperature technology technology as well. It's got an eco function as well with it. You've got the fact that you've got this incredible 8-bar pressure that is going to knock the creases out of your clothes. It's easy, it's quick, it's working on all fabrics, and it really is going to allow you to get that professional finish without thinking what temperature should I have this at, because it's the steam that's doing the hard work. So what you'll find is, rather than it having a super hot sole plate and melting your clothes, making your clothes go shiny, this knocks the creases out with the power of the steam. So you get a much more professional finish with this. It allows you to get your ironing done so much quicker as well. Because it's so powerful, you can halve your ironing time. Now, it should be £179, £99 is your price today. So 863521 is your item number.
Less than £100, like you say, for an iron like that. £34.65 on your first of 3 interest-free PayPal payments. It's just such an easier way.
Well, we've sold steam generators for many years, and normally they are hundreds of pounds.
The ones I used to do were like 250.
And some are singing and dancing, but you just want to iron your clothes, don't you? And that's exactly what this will do.
Simplicity, isn't it, there? Because there's
so
no change
quickly,
of temperature.
so easily.
You don't have to worry about fabric. So 863521.
Imagine halving your ironing time.
Oh, yes, please.
Yes, please.
£34.65 on your first of 3 payments. A very happy Halloween to each and every one of you. We've got some great Polty products on the show, but we've also got some great Christmas gifts for yourself.
When you're snuggled down watching perhaps a creepy movie.
Yes.
And these are brilliant. These are throws that actually heat up like a heated blanket. They're an over blanket, so you pop them over your lap. They're super soft on the outside and the in. And you've got very clever technology, because you can't even really feel that it's just a really soft blanket, but there's heating elements inside. And you've got a control that allows you to have 10 different heat settings, goes up to 9, and then it says H, which is hot, hot, hot. And then you've also got a timer system where you can set it for an hour, 2 hours, up to 9 hours. So if you're going to sit down and watch a bit of TV, you don't want to put the whole heating on of the whole of the house, because you're only going to sit in the living room. So this is like your own personal heat. Wherever you're sat, have your blanket on your lap, and you are toasty warm. It's phenomenal, this, and a great Christmas present.
Really easy to use remote control. It's only got 4 buttons: a power button, time and temperature button, and then the up and down on your time and temperature. It'll tell you which one you're operating up here, because it illuminates and changes the figure on the actual remote control. So dead straightforward to use. The great thing about the remote control is it is removable from the blanket.
Because you'll live under this, so don't panic. If you get a bit of chocolate or some food on here, that's what you do. Take the electric cable away.
This is a sealed unit on the blanket, so then the blanket, believe it or not, will all go in the washing machine. It's
so cool, isn't it?
So it's brilliant.
And it's a really good size as well. You could lay it over the bed to heat the bed before you get into bed. It's always an over blanket. You never lay on top of it. But this, whilst you're watching that movie, when you're doing a crossword, perhaps you sit and read in the conservatory, but it's so cold now in the conservatory. Not anymore. Wherever your blanket is, you're toasty warm. We bought one of these for Sean's dad for Christmas, and it was honestly, over all the years, the best present we'd ever bought him. He absolutely loved it, because I think we all suffer with getting cold, and some of his rooms were quite chilly. So even in the summer, on a cool night, he'd just have it on heating 1, you know, just on the 1 heat, because he wouldn't never put the heating on in the summer, but sometimes it can be chilly in the evening. Pop your blanket over your lap.
It's just that comforting warmth, isn't it? If you like a hot water bottle when you go to bed, you will love this blanket, whether you're sat watching TV, whether you're working from home.
Because when you're sat, when you're working from home, this could be, even if you have to do video calls, they're not going to see the blanket on your lap, are they? You're toasty warm, and you haven't had to have the heating on all day for the whole of the house. Because so often we are just in one room, and you've got to put the central heating on, which heats every bedroom, every bathroom, every area in the house.
Heating all those rooms that you're never going in.
And you're only sat in the living room, you're only sat in the conservatory. So a lot of us, I think, live in one room, don't we? So this can be your personal radiator in the room that you're in. For my mum, she won't turn the heating on. She's like, I'm not turning it on until November, we're nearly there. But so many, I think we're all the same. It's such a cost. Whereas you've got such a low sort of power to this. It's
That's another
really
great point.
affordable for you to have this on.
Really low wattage, so really low running costs on these. They're only 100 watts.
Which is
So
amazing.
if you think about that.
I don't know anything that's 100 watts.
And you've got 3 colours. This
My
is
hair dries 2,000.
2,000,
Yeah.
yeah, when you think about that in comparison. So really low running costs. You've got the blue, which is the one that we've got here.
We call it French navy.
French navy, we're
So
calling
it's
it.
a navy,
Says
but
navy on our
it's like a
description.
French navy. It's lovely. That's been really popular. The blush has been really popular, though. These are new colours that we only launched yesterday, and that lovely silver grey as well. So you've got the navy, the grey, and you've got the blush. Perhaps you're buying for 2 people, you know, a couple. Perhaps it's your grandma and granddad. Perhaps it's your mum and dad. They could have a different colour each, couldn't they?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Great presents. So that's our first blanket for you. 680-856. $34.99 comes down to $13.31 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
Great price.
We've also got a different finish to the blanket.
So this is more velvety.
It's a smoother micro.
So it's the micro, bit more
But
velvety.
the teddy fleece that we've got for you is really nice as well. If you want to go for the teddy fleece blanket, it works exactly the same as far as running costs go. However, if you like a big fluffy dressing gown, oh my word, that's what we've got with your teddy fleece that you can see here. So you've got 2 different colours here, 984745. You've found the teddy fleece.
I think lots of you buying for Christmas gifts. I think lots of you multi-ordering actually, because I think you're buying for yourself and you're buying as a present. And the grey options that we've got in this, we've got a charcoal and we've got your grey, which is your sort of silver grey. Really nice colours to go in anybody's home. So if you are buying as a gift, you can't go wrong with these colours. But this is like that really posh dressing gown that you put on and just feel so cosy. This is that coziness on your lap with warmth, with 10 different heat settings. So however cold it is out there, pop your hands under your blanket. We're toasty under here.
It's cosy. That's the great thing about this. Now, again, it's the same remote control that we talked about. You just use the power button first of all. That'll turn it on for you. Then you decide what level you want to go for. So 1 right through to 9, and then you'll see an H symbol come up. That's the hottest
Hot.
of the settings, but you decide exactly what you want. And then when you press your button again, you can then change the timer to whatever you want that to be. So you've got up to 9, is it 9 hours?
9 hours, yeah. So 1 hour, 2 hours, 6
automatic
hours.
switch off.
So if you think, well, I'll probably nod off and I won't need it on, you know, all the time I'm asleep, so you could just set it for a couple of hours. And when you sit and do crosswords, when you sit and read a book, when you're watching a movie, when you're sat, you can get really cold, can't you? If you're working from home and you're sat on a computer, your hands are getting cold. Perhaps you're sat at home with gloves on because you won't put that heating on, but the house is so chilly. Don't get cold to the bone, because that's when you get colds. That's when I pick up things when I'm cold to the bone. You know, you'll get a cold. This allows you to keep toasty warm, but again, not having to put the whole central heating on. You might be starting to put the central heating on, but you only put it on an hour in the morning, an hour later on in the day. But because of the expense, remember this is so low in wattage that it's really affordable for you to have this on as and whenever you're sat, pop your blanket on your lap, pop the heating on, and just be comfortable, just be warm.
It's that personal heating station for you wherever you want it. If you wanted to, you could pop it in the bed and warm the bed before you go to bed. Then
take it out of the bed, and then you
put it over the end of the bed.
Because you'll put a hot, perhaps you like me, you put a hot water bottle in, but it's only that bit that's warm, isn't it? The bottom where your feet are is cold. So you could lay this over your sheet, and actually all of it's warm for you to get into bed.
Over the sheet.
So never lay on
the
it
bed up.
because it's an over blanket, but pop it on top of your bed and just let it warm the bed through before you get
these
in.
colours are great. These are new as well. So the teddy fleece finish, if you want that fluffy finish, like that big fluffy dressing gown, you've got the charcoal and you've got the grey option. So those come under item number 984745, reduced down to $34.99, but you've got 3 interest-free payments. If you want to use PayPal Pay in 3, You can spread the cost interest-free.
I'm in heaven. Honestly,
this is like your dream.
And don't forget, we did have the micro fleece.
How many
as well.
blankets have we got here?
Very little in difference, apart from the teddy bear is a thicker. And if you're going for the micro, it's like a finer, it's more velvety. And we've got this in 3 colour options. You've got the grey, which is like a silver grey. You've got a navy, which is like a French navy. And you've also got a blush, which is that lovely pink.
Pastel pink.
Great present ideas. Think about mums, dads, grandparents. And honestly, it will be one of the best presents you've bought because they will use it, I think, every day of the week virtually. Even Sean's dad in the summer, when it's a chilly night, you're not going to put the central heating on, but you don't want to sit cold, pop your blanket on. You can just have it on level 1 because there's 10 different heat settings for whatever situation you're in. So 680856 is your item number. We do tend to sell out of our heated blankets and throws. So if you are thinking about Christmas, grab it while the stock is available. So please do not miss out on that. Now, something else that's very busy is our iron. And we didn't even have time to have the iron out. Well, we'd actually not time. We didn't have the space,
did we?
But you're loving this, and I'm not surprised because for the price, this is incredible, isn't it?
It's a brilliant machine. It's a lightweight iron because the water's not in the actual iron. It's got a heat up time of just 1 minute, a huge 1.6 litre water tank, but it's a constant fill iron. It's not pressurised, so you don't have to worry about the pressure going down before you can refill it. 1 temperature technology means you can use any fabric without adjusting the temperature. So you can go from a lighter fabric to a heavier fabric.
So all fabrics, 1 temperature, 8 bar pressure. It's easy to use, and the great thing is it gives you those incredible professional results. So what you'll find is not ruining your clothes, which you do often with an iron. You get shiny, so you can see where the pockets were, the material's gone shiny. You've melted your favourite blouse, it's on the bottom of your iron. Because this works with steam, it's the power of steam that knocks the creases out. It hasn't got a super hot plate. So what you'll find is your clothes will stay looking new for so much longer, because often you can sort of wear your clothes out by ironing them. And if you do iron for a living, you can actually, and this is the honest truth, with a steam generator, halve your ironing time. So can you imagine if you normally iron for 2 hours, all of a sudden that ironing only takes an hour? Perhaps you have to do uniforms and blouses and shirts and loads of different sort of pleated skirts, and with steam it just makes it all so easy. 863521 is your item number. We've never seen it at this price personally, have we?
Less than £100. And this is brilliant. The eco function means if you put it on eco, it uses 31% less water and 26% less energy, but it doesn't change the performance of your iron. As I say, no dial, it's 1 temperature, so you don't have to worry about setting it to do denim, setting it to do chiffon. You have that 1 temperature gauge there. 863521. Now, if you are going for a steam generator iron, you need to make sure that you've got a mesh board. We do have boards available for you. If you want to go for the Polti Vaporella Essential Ironing Board, the item number is 132584, and it's designed to work with your steam generator. So it has a steam station on the end, it has metal mesh underneath, so it's designed to work alongside it.
It's a really good size as well, isn't it? So if you're doing bed sheets and things like that, it's a really good size. But if you are a seamstress, if you make clothes and things, it's a really good area to work on as well. I'm so busy on all our Polti items. Got to get back to our steam cleaning system. It's a steam cleaning system for the whole of your home, and actually saving you a fortune just on buying cleaning products, because all you need is water from your tap. But stock-wise,
75% of the 24-hour stock.
Meant to last till midnight, and we're now at 2:30. So we've sold 75% in just under 2.5 hours. So it's not going to check your baskets through.
It's nothing to do with me. It's all
it's the machine. Absolutely, the machine is brilliant. It is.
I am literally just like the little pilot just going. I have a jug of water here, but just to show you, you take out your water container, half a litre,
take it to the tap.
Your tank, take it to the tap and just fill it in. Now, the thing is, you don't need any special water, deionized water. You don't need any filtered water. because you just pour straight tap water in there. And the reason that you don't need anything... Oh, was that pouring?
Yes.
Silly old me. Thanks that you were there for me. I heard the panic in our director's voice, but thank God it's only water. And the reason you don't need any special water is because look in there, you'll see that there's actually a filter in there, so that filter will take out all the kind of the calcium and the horrible bits and stuff like that. So that's what that will do as the water passes through.
And you get one in the machine and you get a spare one as well. Because you get 19 accessories as well with this bundle, which is phenomenal.
And it's not a pressurised tank, is it, Al? Because I remember when steam generators first came out, the tanks were pressurised.
Ours is pressurised, and you have to wait for it to cool down before you can put no more water in. So you can just keep going until you finish cleaning.
Yeah, and you were restricted once the water was gone. You had to stop, let it cool down, let it, you know, take the pressure out.
Let it cool down.
Yeah, exactly. And you've got to push down on it.
Yeah, you have to wait.
But Franco Paul come up with that idea for the irons. Yeah. That was back then in the 70s. But now it's all different. You know, it's you can take it out and fill it on the go. So brilliant thing about this is when you plug this in, okay, I'm going to show you here the controls for it. So when you plug it in, you will always get this flashing light here, your power button light just there. Let's show you that so you can see it properly. There we go. Now we have, as you can see, minimum, medium and maximum. Minimum for sealed wooden floors. You've got your medium for linoleum and the like, and over here maximum then for hard floors. And what you do then is you press the button once, and what it will happen is it will now go around. It's now setting itself and it's bringing up its bar pressure of steam. So what's now going to happen is it'll do that for about 20 seconds, okay? And then the light will become, will just come back on again just here after 20 seconds. Now 20 seconds is not long, but in TV time, it is. Now it's ready.
There we go.
Now I decide whether I want minimum, medium, or maximum. But I want you to see the amount of steam.
So 20 seconds and you're ready to go with steam that kills up to 99.9% of germs, bacteria and virus, because this is pulty steam, and that might sound ridiculous, but it's 120 degrees, isn't it?
And this is really important. Okay, I'll turn this off for a second before we finish off some floors. So basically, scientists have proven, and science has proven that to effectively kill bacteria, germs, and viruses, it has to be 110 degrees.
Right.
Okay, it probably does it at 100 degrees. I don't know, but you know, on the safe, to set a mark of 110.
Yeah.
But what Pulte have done, of course, steam being their thing, is they've actually made this to put the steam out at 120 degrees.
And that's why you don't get all the water dripping, because it stays at that temperature, doesn't it?
It does.
Because I remember some steam mops did, by the time the steam got to the floor, it turned back to water.
Turned back to water again, yeah. And that's a lot of them, because what they'll do is the way that they create the steam in the boiler, as it's pushing it down, it's got too far to go and it's not hot enough. And
dropping.
It cools right down.
So you'll find your floors and things and areas clean and dry really quickly as well. And it's not that you're just cleaning the dirt we can see, because you can see the area you've cleaned there. It's also the dirt you can't see. It is the germs, the bacteria, the viruses. Every cough, every sneeze. Your dogs and cats don't wipe their feet or wipe their bottoms, and they'll walk over your floor, they'll sit down on your floor, you'll drop a crisp and pick up and eat it. And if you thought that's where the dog has sat its bottom down, you'd be like, ugh. So I think cleaning wise, this is the best way to get a deep down clean.
Absolutely. Can you see where we use the mop and bucket? There's still a little puddle of water there?
There is.
Of course, right in the middle. Now, I just want you to know that this here is horrible and sticky, and Sean should say, my fingers...
It literally sticks.
Sticks to it, okay? It's horrible. It's what would you call it?
Did you just sniff your finger?
I did. I smelled it because I couldn't remember what it was. And
I can't. Was it
sauce?
Barbecue sauce?
Barbecue sauce. I was going, what was
it? It was balsamic vinegar or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah. I didn't taste it though.
No, Alan, don't do it.
So what we do is we set our steamer. In this instance, I'm going to set it to medium, and again, it's going to pump out that steam. Now, I'm just going to quickly go over this side of the floor because I'm a bit annoyed at that bit that's left there from the mopping. Now, again, it's really, I can feel how horrible this is. I can feel how stiff it is. So I might say to myself, I want maximum steam, and I can leave the steam on there for a second to start to break that down. And once I do that, now look at what's happening. As I'm going over, it's literally removing all of that horrible, sticky.
And the great thing is, obviously we're using it on floors now, but that could be sticky fingers on windows or on the mirrors, because this will turn into a handheld. This is a whole home cleaning system. Use it as an upright on all your sealed floors, your wooden floors, your parquet, your tiles. Use it on your carpets. It comes with a carpet glider. Use it on your rugs. You're sanitising, deodorising, killing 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses, but then use it as a handheld around all your work surface areas. Look how shiny and clean
and that cloth has locked in.
Yeah, locked in all of the dirt. I'll show you that. Now, can I just say this to you? Not that you will, but you literally could eat your dinner from that.
Yes, you could.
You literally could.
Not when it had that sticky stuff.
No, absolutely not. No. But look at that beautifully clean floor. But again, Hayley, you said it. You hit the nail on the head. It's not just clean, but it's sanitized. 99.9% bacteria, viruses.
So if you've taken a chicken over to the bin and it's raw and it's dripped onto the floor, you know you've cleaned it up. If your puppy's had a little wee and perhaps you haven't noticed it's dried
onto the floor,
you know you've killed 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. Perhaps you're potty training at the minute and you've had a few accidents. How do you really clean those areas up? And then raw chicken, I always am paranoid about chopping boards. I like wooden chopping boards, but when you put chicken on a raw chopping board, I don't want to use it for anything else, because I'm like, how do you clean it properly? You can't put it in the dishwasher because it'll break it, you know, but it needs something really, steam. Steam will kill 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses, especially our poultry steam.
Oh, by the way, without any question, teddy fleece. Oh, wait a second. I was looking and going, as nice as the other one looks, the teddy fleece is just, yeah,
Snuggle.
I love it.
Snuggle.
Right, so let's carry on here with this floor. So again, the type of floor it is, I'm going to go to maximum. Now look at this. This is Ribena, and it's completely dried in. Now watch what I'm going to do here with this. I will place the steam mop onto it, the Pulte SV660 Vaporetto, and now it's breaking that down. So all I need to do is that. Look at that, gone.
Fabulous.
Okay, and this is the brilliant thing. Now, as I come down here, I don't have to do the sniff test on this one because I know that's balsamic glaze. Again, it's really stuck on. It's been on there since about 10 o'clock this evening, but again, breaking that down. Remember, we have the little tool to get in between the grout as well. I'm just going to go over all of this floor now and clean all of it. We can get between the grout as well, but now we know it's clean and it is sanitized. Now, I want you to see something. Have a look at the amount of dirt on this just here, okay?
And you're not spreading that dirt because that's microfiber. It's locking that dirt in, so you're cleaning completely clean.
Well, you can see how clean that white floor is. You can see how clean the wooden floor is. Now, you've seen how dirty that is. So I'm just going to put the carpet glider into... Oh, actually, before I do that, let's finish off down here, shall we?
Over here?
Let's have a little look-see. What way is this? Oh, yeah. I tell you what, look at that's one from earlier on. But you can see half of this has got the marks on it here.
Still got dirt on there.
Now, I'm going to say, this. What we do here, we always go to extremes. We always do things that are not going to happen. There's practically on that floor there, you know, quarter of a bottle of sticky stuff. This is more like what you're going to have at home.
Day to day.
But
few
this
footprints,
should be
dog paw prints.
Yeah, exactly. This should be an absolute breeze just to pop over. Again, as soon as that steam hits any of that dirt, it's breaking it down. And of course, we know what we've been left with is not just clean, but sanitized as well. And that's how simple that is. Look at how clean and dry that is.
So you know visually you've cleaned that area, but you have also, if there's things you can't see, like perhaps a dog wee or a bit of chicken that's, you know, dripped as you've taken it to the bin, you've killed 99.9% of the germs, bacteria and viruses. But it doesn't have to be used as an upright, like a mop. It can be used as a handheld and used on all your work surface areas, your kitchen, your bathroom,
Yeah, when
all
you see
around
it
your
all
home.
around the home, in the kitchen, in the bathroom, you'll see what a multi-purpose system this is. We've done the hard floors, we'll do the carpets in just a moment, but take a look at how multi-purpose it is around the home, because it is that kind of complete system. We say a mop on the description, but it's so much more.
It is. It's a complete home cleaning system. It manoeuvres really well. The head manoeuvres around. It allows you to go under the sofa and things such as that, around your furniture. With the actual carpet glider, it allows you then to sanitise and deodorise the carpet area. But use it in the oven. I like it because you're not using chemicals. That if you use chemicals in an oven, then they're still in the oven when you go to cook. In the fridge, it's still in the fridge when you put the food in. This is just water. So you know you're using completely pure water from your tap that turns into Pulte steam. For mirrors, windows, completely smear-free, which is amazing, but sanitising and deodorising material things like the cushions.
Upholstery and refreshing
Curtains,
things.
clothes.
Refreshing your clothes. All these tools and accessories that you see being used in the clip, they're all included in our 24-hour deal for just £119.
So you're
Should be 200.
Yeah. Honestly, it'll pay for itself before you know it, because you're saving on that cleaning aisle that is so expensive now. So you're saving on your pocket. You're saving on the environment because you're not putting bleaches and nasties back into the water table in the water system, which we are thinking about now. It's not right, is it? But also you're saving yourself, because a lot of cleaning products kill my hands,
Wear gloves with
and ruin my nails, get right down my throat. Honestly, a nightmare. Whereas this is just water turning into steam, so completely natural, really, but doing a better cleaning system, I think, to anything you can buy.
Look at it's you're using just nature, basically. We're not using any chemicals, anything like that. And look, I'm not putting them down, and you know, I use chemicals in my house. Sometimes you just can't get away from it, but this is just a way for you to say, I don't need it. And I know that viruses, germs, bacteria, 99.9% of them. By the way, bearing in mind that I don't think I've haven't ever seen anything that says 100%, because nothing does, because I don't think they can say that. But anyway, very rare you see it. But this here does everything for you, and steam is just water, superheated, 120 degrees it comes out at, and it's killing those germs and bacteria, and it is, as you say, all over the house. There's nowhere you can't use it.
And the fact you've got a carpet glider, so you can even refresh your carpet surfaces.
That's what I'm
with
going to show
as
you.
well.
Have a look. I want you to see the dirt of this just here, how much dirt is on that, okay? Because this carpet here is one, and again, we reiterate this to you. Now, it's pretty dirty, but I want you to remember that, okay? And I'm going to put this into the carpet glider just here. So when you use this on your carpet glider, because what we do is we vacuum, okay? But how would you feel if you know, all you did is you take off your clothes and you vacuum them? You wouldn't. You wash them, don't you? Or you will steam or fresh them or dry clean them, okay? But when you use steam, okay, what I'm getting here is I'm forcing that steam down into the pile of the carpet, and it's affecting the pile of the carpet, and it actually opens up the pile.
And 20 seconds, it's ready to go.
Yeah, from cold to working, it's 20 seconds.
And it does make the carpet look fresh and new again.
Well, it's actually plumping up the
fibres, bringing the fibres back.
Now, I just looked at my watch a moment ago. It's 2:45. Our stock is depleting so quickly. Stock-wise, what's gone now?
3/4.
3/4
24-hour
of
stock.
the entire day's stock, meant to last till midnight tonight, sold out and gone. So we've only got 1/4 of the stock left. You do desperately need to check your baskets out. We're thundering towards limited stock, and once we get there, sadly, more people will be ordering than stock is available. Once we get into this situation, all of a sudden you're like, oh no, I do want it, because I know tomorrow it's not going to be £119. Regular price for this £199. When we do special offers on this, it's £139. That's our best deal. Look at the steam, but it is £119 only for the stock now. I'm not even going to say till midnight tonight.
If you want to spread the cost, PayPal paying 3 online, £41.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. £41.98 if you use PayPal.
You do need to check your baskets through. Please do not be disappointed. Our 24-hour offer, actually, right now, this is how busy we've gone. We've got more people ordering over the whole of the show, out of everything that we're selling today, with the iron and the blankets and the actual coffee maker. We've got more people ordering now than what we've already sold, because you are loving everything. We're just getting busier and busier and busier. I think there's lots of witches and ghosties just coming in. They've just been out for a little bit of a woo.
On All Hallows
just
Eve.
Popped back into the house, switched the telly on, think, oof.
Yeah, we don't normally wear these. A normal Saturday night, this, for us.
I expect them at the Christmas party.
Yeah, you never know. It'll be better than this. So, Alan, what do you want to show us next?
Well, let's move down here, if we may, because, you know, we want to give you some other ideas as well, because when we turn this into a handheld machine, it opens up a whole new world of stuff for us to do. Now, we've got 19 accessories, as we mentioned earlier on. I'm just going to get this one to heat up. So, with the accessories that we have, we've got many, many of them. Now I showed you this small little triangular head,
That's
which
really
is a new
handy.
addition, by the way.
Yeah.
And we give you a couple of those cloths as well with this. So what these will do, they're great for doing, you know, your like walls like this here, or you know, your high gloss cabinet.
I think if you've got some granite tops and things, brilliant. It's really good on. Now it gets quite greasy in the kitchen, and it's the backdrop to the actual hob, or even the cupboard doors. Sometimes you can look and think, oh, they look really sticky.
So what Alan just said, those high gloss doors, the ones that we've got, they're a nightmare when they get the grease on them.
Brilliant for those.
This will break the grease
Mirrors.
Yeah, exactly. It'll do all of that. But then what we can do is we have this extension. Now I've got the little steam concentrator on this. So if we want to, and just leave that for a second, it will start to build up that steam, and then it will start to pump that steam in then to out through the top of this. And we'll start to get that. Now you will get some water at the beginning. That's natural because it's building up that steam, and it may release some water in the first instance. But once you do this, I don't want too much steam coming out at the moment, because I just want you to see that the steam coming out, then you steam all the way around, and that steam will start to break down all of the grease and the grime in areas.
So this could be the oven, could be the microwave.
Yes.
Honestly, so when you're cleaning areas where you're going to put food, you don't want to really use chemicals, because you're going to shut that oven, and if you've cleaned it with chemicals, it still smells of those chemicals. And I think, well, I'm cooking my food in chemicals now.
It leaves that chemical smell behind. Well, with this, it's the power of steam that does the cleaning. And remember, it holds the steam at 120 degrees, so you've got that power without those chemicals. Have you ever bought those oven cleaners with the skull and crossbones on?
Oh my goodness, you have to wear gloves. You want to wear a mask, don't you? Because it makes me cough and splutter, your eyes are running. It's eco-friendly, it's cost-effective, it's easy, but it's so much kinder on you, on the environment. It's just water being turned into 120 degrees of steam that is going to kill up to 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. With all the accessories, this is our machine that has the most accessories, 19 accessories. So use it as a handheld. Use it to sanitize and deodorize around your home and on clothes as well, but then use it as your upright on all your floors. It is absolutely incredible. You are loving this, and I said it comes with some accessories. You can see there 19 accessories, so allowing you to actually use this on all of your floors, your carpets, your walls, the bathroom tiles, kitchen extractor hood, the windows, the mirrors. You've got a flat lace, you've got the lamps, I should say, you've got a triangular brush, you've got a round brush, you've got a brush that fits into the plug just perfectly. You've got your carpet glider. Everything that we've shown you, everything you see in the clips that we've shown you, you get it in this bundle.
Yeah, the design of this machine is brilliant because you've got accessories for everything. However, it's not yours until you check out. Now remember, a usual price of £199. The Pulte price is £199. We've got it down to 119, but only for 24 hours or while stocks last.
When we do a normal special offer on this, it's 139.
Yeah, and that's a great deal.
Which is great. It's a £60 saving off its regular price. We are £119 as a complete special for Halloween for 24 hours until midnight, but it's not going to last till midnight. I think we could actually, well, I don't know, we could go limited stock before the end of the show. We're thundering towards limited stock, and limited stock means we're down to the very last of the stock, which then sadly means normally that a lot more people are ordering than stock's available, because everybody panics and says, yeah, I do want it. Yeah. It's not going to be this price tomorrow. It might not be available later on today. Check your baskets through. It will be, I think, the best thing you've bought for your home. It will change the way you clean your home, and it will pay for itself so quickly, because you're not going down that cleaning aisle, which is so expensive. So expensive.
You don't need any other cleaners to add to this. You just need water. It's the power of steam that does all the cleaning for you. You've got to check it out if you've got it in a basket. If you want to add it in, you still can. 079663. We've got more demos to show you, but go to the website and check everything out on the show, because everything's been busy. Pulte special Well, the Pulte steam cleaner, the Pulte iron's been really busy.
The iron's been really busy and we haven't shown it live, but it's the price. It's under £100 for a steam generator. They can be hundreds of pounds. And the lovely thing is it's a really simple system to use.
It really is. Also the coffee machine. The coffee machine, if you've got that in a basket, more people trying to buy it than we have remaining in the business. You can still check it out. Make sure you get it. Confirm your order if you want that coffee machine. It is a new item. It's a great Christmas present. And Christmas presents, those blankets are really busy as well. Now, we are going to finish off with a few more demonstrations. If you've just tuned in, maybe you've just come in from a Halloween party. We saw a few people on the way in, didn't we?
Yeah. We'd forgotten. We're like, yeah.
That's just you then. Alan, as a handheld with all those accessories, it makes it more versatile.
This was the upright, so this is the same machine, but
Exactly,
it's turned into a handheld. So clever.
No, exactly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go full steam now, okay? Full steam ahead, because I want you to see, because I kept the steam low earlier just to show and talk about it, but I'm going to just go all out now. So let's go here on this and get some steam happening. So look at the amount of steam we can generate. So now what we can do is we can get in here to the awkward areas, and we have that nylon scrubbing brush, and we can scrub all of the awkward to reach areas, and of course the bottom of this just here, and look at the amount of steam that's building up inside there. Now I'm going to decide to turn that down a little, okay, down to the minimum, and now do the door.
On.
It is.
And that's why you had it on low earlier on, because then you can't actually see the oven for the steam.
For the steam, exactly. And look at that, now I'm doing the glass. I can actually see, and this is obviously your big oven at home perhaps. I can see, look at even in the back of that. Can you see that difference in there?
Yeah.
You
Brilliant.
can see that there.
And
Watch
you're
this
cleaning
here, look.
that just with water, with the power of steam, breaking down the dirt, the grease. Ovens can be a nightmare, whether a bit of cheese has dripped off your garlic cheese bread or your pizza, and you can't, it's welded. Look
at that.
Look at that.
I mean, that's
Like
just
a
the
new
power
oven
of the
again.
steam.
It'll be great on things like your roasting dishes and your roasting tins as well. Because again, you don't want to use chemicals on there when you're putting your food in there, do you? Brilliant.
Yeah.
Now,
and chopping boards. Remember, all around the kitchen, all around the bathroom, use it as an upright for all your floors. Massively, massively busy.
Look at how clean.
Oh, look how shiny that is
now,
as well.
Can't see. Let me see if I can get to. I can't.
shine.
Amazing.
You can see.
Alan, you got to stop. You got to stop.
Panic stations.
What's happened?
Panic stations. Hold everything.
It's happened.
Whoop, whoop.
We knew it would. When we have a 24-hour offer, it really struggles with the 24-hour bit.
It does.
I don't know what it is.
We try,
it so struggles with the 24-hour bit. So though this is meant to, this bundle with the 19 accessories is meant to last till midnight tonight, we are...
There is limited stock.
Limited stock.
Get out of here, you crazy skeleton. We're limited stock.
Limited stock means we are down to the very last of the stock. And as we were explaining earlier on the show, that's when we start to thunder down to single figures. And we can get, and I know we're so busy, we can get to a situation where perhaps we've got 9 left, and that's where we're heading towards the very last of the stock. Say we've got 9 left. Sadly, right now, 109 of you could have it in your basket. Even though there's only 9, it's still ours. 200. You could get onto the phones or onto the website right now, and you could get on, check your basket out. You could be one of the people that get the 9, because it is the first people to check out now with the stock that we've got left. So limited stock is we're down to the very last of the stock that we've got that's meant to last till midnight tonight.
12 o'clock tonight on All Hallows Eve. When it comes to your Pulte, it's such a great machine. It kills and eliminates 99.9% of bacteria and germs. You can use it on all your floor surfaces, even your sealed wood you can use it on. All these accessories and tools are included. Great for grouting, great for kitchen cabinet fronts. If you want to use it on your extractor hood where all the grease is, it's brilliant for that as well. It's such a versatile bit of kit.
I just saw your horns then.
Oh, did you now?
I'll see you later.
Get out of here.
Made me giggle. I'd forgotten.
Inundated. We've been
I'd forgotten we'd got these on, and you walked back, and I was like, "What's wrong with you?"
It's not on his head. That's how often
I've
she
never
looks at
noticed
me,
those on his head before. Do check your baskets through. As you saw there, so versatile, so easy to use. And the great thing is, you know when you're using this, when you're using the power of Polty steam, that not only are you cleaning so it's shiny, it looks clean, you know, everywhere looks great, and it stays cleaner for longer. Honestly, try it for yourself. You will find areas where you steam, it stays cleaner for longer. But remember, you're also getting rid of the dirt you can't see. You're killing 99.9% of the germs, bacteria and viruses. And that might be the dog's paws, the dog's dirty bottom as it sits on your floor. Right? I mean, for me, the best way of cleaning, Alan.
It is. We've been inundated with a question.
Go on.
So Carol did just say, she said,
It's about my horn.
When you use this, how quickly or how hot does the surface get? Well, let me show you an answer to that.
Okay.
So if I turn this on here and I ask it for some steam and I want to clean the front of this. By the way, can you see all the gunk and the grease on
that
that
you've
cleaned
taken
inside?
Yeah, yeah.
So look at, if I do this and I clean the front of this here, obviously the steam itself coming out is really hot. But once I do that and turn the unit off and then give that a little wipe. It's cool to...
So the actual surface, this isn't.
Yeah,
this doesn't get
Once
super
you've wiped
hot.
it clean.
The end of your actual steaming, whatever you're using, the attachment,
Your nozzle.
that will be hot.
That may be, but actually look at it, that's not, no, that's fine to touch.
But
just be
I always
mindful.
take those off with a microfiber
Take them-
cloth.
yeah,
But the
exactly.
actual plate areas you've cleaned, they're not, you know, super
Not
hot.
hot,
It's the power of steam that's getting rid of the dirt, the grime. It's killing 99.9% of the germs, bacteria and viruses. And my goodness, looking at the outside of that now, look at the difference to the inside where you've cleaned to the outside.
Yeah.
It's sparkling in here. Honestly, it is phenomenal. It's such an incredible way to clean your home.
I've got to say a huge thank you to Alan as always for joining us. There's no stopping him. Look at him. Cleaning away.
Oh, I'm in here on Saturday night into Sunday morning.
Okay.
Fabulous.
And I'm launching the new Tower pans.
Oh,
yeah.
fantastic.
A brand new air fryer as well. It's going to be me on my own. We've made some amazing film with it.
Great
I'm going to be showing the Tower VL 100 vacuum as well that night. Looking forward to that.
That'll be fantastic.
nice.
Now we need to say some goodbye to somebody else as well.
Oh, do we? Where are you going? Oh, the fella in the fridge.
Bye. Good night.
Good night. Now, you've got to check out if you've got anything in a basket, confirm your orders and check out.
And join us tomorrow. We've got amazing skincare, my favourite
Diane's
skincare.
with us with ERC
tomorrow.
Skincare tomorrow.
But if you want our 24-hour offer, we're limited stock. We're very limited stock now. We're down to the very last of the stock of our all-in-one cleaning system, our Polty steaming system. Remember, it will be going back up in price. A Polty right now, £199. Our deal right now, £119. But it is for the next people to check out. Do not miss out.
Check out right now. We will see you tomorrow. Have a great Halloween.